Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Wherever you happen to be in your part of the world, you are tuned in to Tammy from True Crime Discussions with Tammy. And I'm going to start calling it True Crime and Discussions with Tammy because it's like, I don't do much true crime talk, as anyone who knows me knows that I don't. But yeah, I'm here just to catch up with all of you who are coming into my live tonight. Hey Mia, if you're still in here, hope you're well, hun. I've been really feeling like absolute shit myself lately. I haven't been able to talk to many people. I've been on one live in like forever since I was last live, but I haven't been talking much because my throat has been giving me absolute hell. It's getting better, so that's good. But yeah, tonight's topic is talking about just things in general. If anyone wants to come up and talk about anything, let me know and I shall drop the link. I won't drop the link unless people want to come up. Excuse me. It's been cold here in Adelaide. It hasn't been cold, but it's been cold enough to make me rug up, that's for sure. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's happy. I hope everyone's healthy, wise. And if you want to be wealthy, be wealthy. You don't need money to be wealthy these days. You just need to be happy within who you are as a person, I guess. But in a couple of weeks or so, I'm going to be doing a pre-recorded live to do with the Beaumont children. So I'm going to be having a very dear friend of mine, not saying who, but a very dear friend of mine is going to edit for me, so that way it looks professional and looks good. So that'll be a pre-recorded live. I'll be in chat when that live does go up here, just to get people's feedbacks and stuff, and I'll make sure that people know about when I'm going to be posting it. Yeah, I've noticed lately there's a lot of people on the YouTube circuit that are getting bullied. There are a lot of people that are getting picked on for no freaking reason, but lots of people find that they have a right to make other people feel like crap about themselves. Now, I've decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to care what other people's opinion of me is. There's only one person's opinion that matters when it comes to judging me, and that's mine. I might, like I said, I didn't do a live for the 13th of August because I was just too sick. So we can talk a little bit about Chris Watts today if you want. We can talk about absolutely anything people want to talk about. But the only request I ask for is that if you're going to be on panel, please don't do any name dropping. Please do not mention any person by their channel name or by their actual name, because then I can honestly get into a lot of trouble for that. So stick around and bear with me while I do my little intro, and I will talk to you guys in a moment. I'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. Okay, I don't know who that one person is in the background not saying anything, but whoever it is, hello, 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 hello. Hope you're having a fantastic day, morning, or evening, wherever you happen to be in your corner of the globe. But no, I want to be able to talk about how a lot of people over the years since I've had my channel, I can say years now because it's been 2 years, that a lot of people find it necessary to insert themselves into drama that isn't really in their position to do so. I stay clear of the drama personally. I don't involve it. If people talk about me, don't really give two shits, because at the end of the day, if people have bad opinions of me, so be it. If people want to have something positive to say about me, so be it. I'm not the perfect person under any circumstances. I don't try and pretend to be. I don't try and act as though I have all the answers. I don't try and pretend that I can tell people as a channel creator, I don't have the rights to tell people how to live their lives. All I say is just live it to the best of your ability. If people hurt you, just do your best to ignore it and rise above it, because every negative has a positive. And I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. Like the other night, I was sitting on my couch and I sat up and I stood up and then I fell down. It was very embarrassing and very, very painful on my knee. But shit happens. Like I said, I'll be doing a bit more on the Beaumont children in a couple of weeks, because I'm going to be doing a walkthrough, so to speak. And I'm hoping it is a success, because it's important to me that my channel is. If people don't like it, then just don't tune into it. It's simple as that. You know, it's the same with any channel. If you know that a channel is full of drama and you don't like drama, stay away from the channel. Don't insert yourself into it, because 9 out of 10 times when you insert yourself into drama, you become part of the drama. So it's not worth it. Hello to the other person who's not talking. Oh, this is like deja vu. But yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't been feeling very well. I've been feeling a little bit shit house, but everyone gets a bit down. Like, everyone's entitled to a shitty day. It's how you deal with it the next day. That, you know, if you're having a shit day, say today being Sunday, and you choose to take it over and let it go into Monday, then Monday will go into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And before you know it, a whole week has passed and you've wasted your whole week holding on to anger that in a lot of ways you don't have any part of. If, like I said, people hurt you, that's your choice to hold on to that anger. Instead of holding on to that anger, write it down what you want to say and then screw it up and throw it in the fire or throw it in the bin. You know what I mean? Don't go live and start harassing other people. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't solve anything, because at the end of the day, YouTube is just one platform where people can come and vent, which is true. But then after you've vented about it, do you feel better for it? Like venting it out, or your dirty laundry or their dirty laundry or whatever. Like, I've been accused of being people that I'm not. I've been accused of doing all sorts of things. And when I found out who the person behind it was, I didn't retaliate, because I just didn't care. Because I don't. If you spend your whole life caring about what other people think of you, you'll lose sight of who you want to be as a person. And that sucks, because I used to always care about what other people's opinion of me was. I used to always worry about what, you know, if I was doing something right or if I was doing something wrong, tell me how to do it correctly so I don't make that same mistake. But I have to learn from my own mistakes and learn how to solve those problems and rise above it every which way I possibly can. It's not up to other people to help me sort out where I fuck up. That's putting it as nicely as I can too. But yeah, there are a lot of people out there who think that they have the right to make other people feel like shit about themselves because their life is shit. Excuse me. And yeah, so just be happy. Focus on what you do have. Don't focus on what you don't have. I've learned that the hard way. There's 3 people in here and not a single person's talking. Hello to those 3 people. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well. But like I said, you know, it just comes down to the fact that if you just, like for me, I stick to my own bullshit. I try my hardest not to insert my drama onto other channels. I try and not allow people to come in here and talk about people that I know for concrete facts now, that a certain person that was in here a couple of months ago who tried to stir up trouble, I found out who that person really was, and my gut instinct was right on the money with that. And did I do a live about it when I found out who that person was? No, because I don't want to give them more ammo to try and bring my channel down to a level where I'm giving into that shit. I see it as that I have made some amazing friends on here. Some I have really let down, and some I haven't. Some I speak to quite often, some I don't. But I want them all to know that they're important to me still, even if I don't speak to them every day like I used to. And like I said, you spend your whole life trying to, like for me, for an example, I've spent my whole life trying to make friends. And I see it now as that if people are drawn to me because I think I'm a nice person and all the rest of that sort of stuff, then that's great. It's not going to matter what other people say about me because that's not going to change that person's opinion of me. Hey, Victoria. How you doing, sweetheart? So I've got to enlarge this. Oh, well, welcome back. Oh, well, thank you for saying hello, Victoria, and you are welcome into my chat anytime, sweetheart. If you don't say hi again, hi, 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 hi. That sounds so wrong, doesn't it? A billion hellos for all the times you come in here and don't say hello. I'll say hello to you that many times now. Well, I'll just say a billion highs or have billion hellos. But no, but like I said, I've spent my whole life focusing on. You're welcome, Victoria. Um, I've spent my whole 41 years trying to seek the approval of other people in my life. I see it as that if I had done this differently, would this person still be part of my life? Or if I had done that differently, would this person still be talking to me? And then when I turned 40, I started not giving a shit because at the end of the day, there are going to be people that come into your life for a reason. They're going to change your life for a purpose, but then they're going to leave. And if you're fortunate enough, those people that don't leave, they stick around. But the people that choose to leave, that's heartbreaking. And you go through, like, even though the person, like, there's a saying out there, there's nothing harder than to mourn the loss of someone who is still alive. And I agree with that 100% because, you mourn someone that is still alive because you know where they live, you know where they work, you know everything you need to know about them, but you don't know why they left. And I gave up trying to understand that a very, very long time ago because I know that when people walk out of my life, they walk out because of something I've done. But yet, if they don't tell me, I'll continue thinking that. And now it's like, eh, like I'm not likely. I've only met one person from YouTube, which is quite cool and ironic. But I'm no, as far as I'm aware, we're no longer friends for whatever fucking reason. Hey Paisley, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. I just now decide to myself that I have a choice to make. I can either beg that person to forgive me for whatever I've done wrong, when I have honestly no idea, or I can move on with my life. And if they come back into my life with positive attitude, positive outlooking on life and stuff like that, then that's great. But I'm not going to force people to come into my chat. Hence why I didn't send out any invites to my live tonight. I've done that a lot. And it's just like, I don't want the people I send it to feel obligated to be here. I want people to be in my lives because of the fact that they want to be here. Sorry, hang on, what's this? I don't know who they are, Victoria. I'm sorry, I don't know who they are. But like I said, I've come to the conclusion that if I spent my whole life focusing on, like, say, for example, with Paisley and I, she's a sweetheart. I adore her. If she suddenly sent me a text and saying, I want absolutely nothing to do with you, I think you're effing this and effing that. Not saying you would, Paisley, but just say if you did. I would be like, okay. That's odd because I don't believe I've said anything that has, like, I know there are a lot of people who come in here and use a different name. You know what I mean? And oh, okay, women's football team. Awesome. Hope they win. Kick ass. You know what I mean? I'm not in the state of mind anymore to so focus on what other people think of me. Because like I said, I don't discuss true crime all the time. I don't discuss things inconsistencies. You know what I mean? Like, I was meant to do a live on the 13th of August to commemorate 5 years since Shanann Bella, Cece, and Nico lost their lives. But I chose that day, as bad as it is, I chose to put my mental health in front of that, and my own health, because, like I said, I wasn't feeling very well. But that's just something I do now and again. I'll go live for a few days in a row or whatever, and then I'll just fall off the twig, sort of thing. But I have people not constantly as much as I used to have it, but I would have people messaging me saying, "When are you going live next? You haven't been live for ages." And it's like, well, I'm not well. And then when I do go live, those same people who message me don't come into my next live. And it's like, well, hang on a minute. You're asking me when I'm going live next. And I was like, I'm not sure, probably in a couple of weeks when I'm feeling better. And then I go live and you're not here. Like, it does upset me a bit, because there are a lot of creators out there who have amazing content, who stay focused on one particular thing they want to talk about, which is true crime, or they want to talk about mental health, or they want to talk about recipes, or they want to talk about, hey, Kitty Witty, how you doing, sweetheart? Haven't seen you in a while. You know what I mean? I'm not the kind of person who can please everybody. One day I might talk about a topic that might hurt people and might devastate and crush some people. And that's not my intention, but that's the trouble with true crime. You've got to be very, and actually having my channel called True Crime Discussions, but now I'm going to be calling it True Crime and Discussions with Tammy. Okay, so that way we can do true crime and we can have discussions. But like I said, I have met some amazing people in here that come in here under different names that their name actually is. And I have to make sure that if I speak to them, like, for example, let's just say Paisley has a different name and I addressed her as her actual name, she can rip me a new one and I'd completely get it. Say with Kitty Witty. And I'm guessing Victoria is Victoria. I'm not sure, because, and that's the same with when people donate to my PayPal. I don't name the people who do that. I don't mention the amount. And as anyone who's been a regular in here, I mention people as a whole. I mention people that say, if tonight, which I seriously doubt I will, but in the off chance I do, if I got donations tonight while I'm live, I get a notification that covers my whole screen telling me, PayPal, you've received a PayPal donation. I will not come out and say, if Kitty Witty, Paisley, and Victoria, all three of you, were to donate right now, I would not individually thank each and every one of you. I'll be like, to those who just donated, thank you very much for donating to me. If there's people out there who buy things from my my Amazon wish list, I don't actually get told unless the person who's purchased it tells me they've purchased it. I don't get told. I have deleted a bunch of things from my my Amazon wish list, because the prices are just ridiculous. Like, there were shoes on there that I wanted, but because I was fortunate enough to be told, I think it was by Kitty Witty or someone else, who told me to look up the Skechers website. And I did. And I scored myself the 2 pairs of shoes that I wanted for less than it would have cost for just 1 pair on my Amazon wish list. So I removed those from my Amazon wish list. I removed quite a few things from there. So feel free to check it out again, anybody. It's all good. But you might see a few things on there that are repeated, because of the fact that they were the cheapest ones I found at the time of looking those things up. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. But like I said, I don't get told who's purchased anything off my Amazon wish list. I don't get a notification saying Victoria 67, I think that's 67 or 57, 67, has purchased blah blah from your Amazon wish list. I don't get told who's purchased what, unless the person's in chat and they go, oh, I'm going to go check out your Amazon wish list. And then they go, okay, I've purchased you something. And then when the live is over, I go back and I look at my Amazon wish list, see what's missing, or not missing, but it's a very daunting task to click on every single thing. And if it says this is on its way to you, then I know, but I don't name the people unless they wish to be named, because there are a lot, like I said, there are a lot of people out there And I have to admit, I was like this at one point. I was very money hungry. I wanted to be given money for my time. I wanted to be rewarded. I thought I deserved it. But then I realized other people deserve to have their money in their own pockets. So if I ever get donations, fantastic. If someone purchases something off my wish list, fucking awesome. But I'm not individually naming people because I think that is wrong. I think it is something that for me personally, this is just my personal opinion. I think it shows little respect to the people who have done that. Hey, Jed's mum, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to my chat. This was a spontaneous live. I know I should have told you, but I didn't think I was going to be able to do it tonight, but I did. So sorry. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that, with Amazon wish lists, they're fucking awesome, especially how fast they deliver. Hey, Samantha, how you doing? Hang on, sorry, I gotta read this, sorry. Um, okay, give me one sec. Sorry, I've got to figure out how to do when you don't go live for a while, Samantha, I do that because of the fact that there are people that don't wish to donate. So I give them another option and they don't get given my address or anything like that. And like I said, I don't force people to do it. That's entirely up to them. So I'd kindly appreciate if you just didn't, there you go, Jet's mum. I'd appreciate if you didn't actually say things like that. It's a bit uncomfortable for you, then that's your choice to think that. But like I said, I don't force people to do it. I don't say sit up here on my show or my channel, sorry, and start crying and sad fish for people to do it. I see it as if people want to, that they can. All right. So give me one sec. We are welcomed by Jet's mum.
Hi,
Hey,
sweetie.
sweetheart.
Thank you so much for being such a great person, checking out my silly little lives here and there.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. Anytime.
Yeah, I'm a little bit back in action. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last, but it is what it is, right?
Yes.
And I love hearing about your story.
Oh, thank you. Which
Yeah,
story's that?
everything. I mean, you just like I mean, it's kind of fun. I once you've been on these like YouTube connections, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching people generally in so many platforms, in so many ways, either being like complete assholes.
Mm.
May I say bad words on your channel? I'm not
Yeah, you can swear as much as you want on my panel or in
okay.
chat. I don't care.
They may be
I'm not
complete
monetized,
assholes.
so I don't give a fuck.
I don't know. But like, they can be complete assholes and just, all over the place, or they could be good people.
Yeah.
They could be champions for others. Or they
Mm.
could be just people, that are just super quiet and like they truly enjoy looking at that all they do is like watch other people and then like give little like snarky like interpretations of things and
Exactly.
stuff to
And
other
that's
people.
why, like, in the beginning, I'd always be like, donate to my PayPal. And now it's like, if you want to, go for it. If you don't, then don't. I don't give a flying fuck anymore.
Well, then you see someone like one of my good friends right now.
Mm.
She's being attacked about money.
Is it
Now,
who I think it is?
no, it doesn't matter. When we do, I'm not going to say a name.
No, 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 no. We don't name drop on my channel.
See, you follow exactly what I do too.
Oh, then I definitely know who it is. Yep,
Um,
go on.
I'm sorry. I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, how dare you be hungry?
I
Oh
don't
my
like
God, that's
there's
just
this
like,
thing with food that I barely ever use. It's like it's like a drug, like
oh, don't worry. My food that I eat these days is like ridiculous what I eat these days. It's fucked.
well when I'm hungry because of everything I'm going through, like when I'm actually physically hungry, like I have to eat.
Yeah, well, I wanted to order Carl's Jr. tonight because they had, like I said to you the other day on your channel. For those who are not subscribed, please subscribe to Jet's mum. She is awesome.
Oh, I don't have. I don't.
Whoever's a mod in here, please drop her link so people can go there and subscribe. The other day, like I said on your
I
channel, I got
talk a lot about like big weird things like that start with Dioc. I'm pretty weird. Like
well,
we're funny and like naughty and controversial on my page a little bit.
yes. Well, I wouldn't have you any other way though, sweetheart. You're awesome.
Well, no, I'm classy. I mean, I still think I keep it classy ish.
Yes, you do. The way you deal with, say, situations that came up the other day, the way you handled that, I thought that was really, really, really good.
Well, the hard part with that situation in hand was like, because I actually really was like at a space where I felt like I really cared about that person.
Yeah,
But then to
ditto.
hear a person say such bad things about another person, it changes the way you actually look at somebody because when you become a mother
Mm,
and you look at somebody and I mean I my life has not always been easy. You know,
ditto.
I have struggled in my own ways in many ways. I
Hmm.
cannot handle somebody attacking somebody and then all of a sudden being like, well, look at what life I have, and my life is so good. I mean,
Mm.
that's just pathetic in my humble opinion. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I know what it's like. Like I said, I've said this on numerous lives that I've done. I said, I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to be demeaned. I know what it's like to be treated like absolute crap for no reason. But then from the moment I turned 40, I hate admitting that, but from the moment I turned 40, I'm now 41, I chose to think, is that person's opinion of me going to really affect the way I spend the rest of my day or the
Well,
way I spend
begin to
tomorrow?
step into your greatness. And there's
Mm,
everybody has their own space in life, and this can happen in at any space. I mean, some people are blessed, and it happens when they're really young, and
yeah,
that's very few and far between. The majority of people will step into their greatness in their like mid, late, early 40s. You know, they're somewhere in that space. They'll actually really step into it. I was blessed at a space, and because I you know I have been 29 for many years, just so you all know,
mm,
and no, I mean like people are going to say mean things about people all the time,
exactly.
but I don't like I don't I'm not hanging out with those folks. Like I don't need I'm not keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't keep up with
I
the
don't care
drama.
what you I mean you for a great example. I have no idea what your world looks like, but you know for a fact if I was ever blessed for the opportunity to come see you, it
Yeah,
wouldn't matter. You would not feel judged 1 minute. 1 minute.
and that's what I love most about you is that you're the most, hang on, non-judgmental person I've ever come across. You and Rosaline are the two most non-judgmental people I've
Who
ever come
has come
across
to
on
my
YouTube, and I'm very lucky for that.
I talked that girl into it was so funny and girl, late woman, like my mom's age actually, but like I mean, she shows up at my house and I'm like, "Well, just get in here, just come on, just get over, you know."
Yeah,
And that's what it should look like,
exactly.
and that's what it is.
You
I mean,
both are. You both mean so much to me, and I'm very lucky to. Well, I'd say to know you because I know you both because I speak to you both away from YouTube and on YouTube when you're either she's on your panel and or she's going live, which she hasn't been doing for ages. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I know you guys enough to know that anything I tell either one of you, it's not something that if I didn't talk to you for a week, it's or a day or two, it's not going to be like, well, I haven't spoken to that Tammy girl. Well, this is what's going on with her. I
no,
mean, I know that I can trust
we
both
don't.
of you with my
There's
deep dark
no.
secrets.
And see, here's the thing with YouTube that has to stop is the space where it's like it's okay for me
Mm,
to say something to you and then like look at like for example like well let's just say like I was saying nasty things about like Robbie who's like he's like one of my very good I would say I call him my YouTube daddy but he's like like not, that sounds silly but
yeah,
like he's my best friend. He's
yeah,
one of my very best friends and like it's silly because I could say something about him right and be like Tammy, like you did this, blah blah blah, blah. And then for you to kind of like take your version telephone style to him or someone that he cares about. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like, well, Margie said this, blah,
Yeah.
here's the truth. If you speak words ever about somebody ever, you must 100% be able to like be like, I can say it to their face.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right
And that
because
changes the world. If we could all just stop the fucking stupid shit talking of millennials, no offense, I'm not sure if you're a millennial, but
I don't
like
even know what that is.
it's just like an age range. Like they literally like it's part of the like that's like inbred in them. Like they're like sitting there like
No, I'm not one of them.
they just they literally sit there like I just okay, not millennials. I'm just saying people that look at other people's like social media stuff and
Yep.
get jealous. I mean,
I
it should,
used to be like, I admit, I used to be like that. I used to always be jealous of people that were younger than me that had more than me.
you
But then
shouldn't.
I remember telling myself that I might not have the dollars in the bank account, the PayPal, the Amazon, the
Sure.
fucking house in Tuscany or whatever you want to call it. You know, I might not have any of that sort of stuff. But here's the thing, I still have me. And that to me is more important. Like, I used to always, like I said before you came up, I used to always give a shit what other people thought of me.
When we started hanging out, you were
Hmm.
so concerned about not. I mean, what kind of like how do I
Oops,
say it?
sorry.
Other channels.
Yeah, I was always concerned about what they all thought of me. Now I just don't care.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because it's none of your business or my business what anybody else thinks of me.
Exactly. Because I'm like, I might not be stick model thin. Sorry to say it like that. I
Nope.
might not have the
Me neither.
perfect body or anything, but guess what? It's my body and I've got to live with it. You don't. Not you, but you as a people out there, you don't have to live with me. I have to look at this every time I shower. You don't. You know what I mean? So I
You know
don't
what?
care what people think.
I see your beauty though. Like you love people.
Yeah, I do. I love all sorts of
You
people.
empathically love like you see people on their very bottom level depth thing.
Hmm.
Not too many of us can do that.
Like, what was it? A couple of months back, you were feeling really down, and I just sent you a message saying, sending you a huge hug, and you sent back, I really needed that. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't want to go into it more, but I needed
No,
it.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, it's just knowing when I could feel when someone's down, and I will send like a random sending Tammy hugs. And like, why are you sending Tammy hugs? Well, they're coming from me.
No, it felt
Hello.
good. It felt good. It just
No,
felt
I see it as that, everybody can come in here, and if they want to start acting like pricks, then that's fine. That's when people
I
come in
love
here and
the word
start shit,
prick.
I just close the chat down.
I love the like this my verbiage now is me prick and twat. Twat. These are my new words. Prick and twat.
Frick and
I
twat.
prick and twat.
I annoy a lot of people because I say, anywho, and I'm like,
I love your anywho's.
so do I. I think it's quite cute because there's been a time when my mum and I would be in the middle of an argument. I'm like, anywho, change the subject
Well,
now.
I
This
mean,
is getting
even
into dark
like my
waters.
friend Shift, she tries to steal like one of my like my nostalgics, which is get down with your bad self. Like she tries to steal
Oh,
here and there. I've watched her. I've seen it happen. That's my saying.
so am I. And I'm like, no,
Everybody knows that's my thing. And
that is your thing, And every time I've heard that, I'm just
bad
like,
self. Those are my
oh.
things. Mhm.
And I love when people try and say, like when I talk, people go, you sound like you've got a different accent every time you go live.
What?
Well, exactly. I'm just like, um, okay, cool. No, your voice changes from Aussie to sounding like you're from London. I'm like, oh,
Okay,
okay.
I can see where they're coming from. They're the like I don't feel it because I hear Aussie all the way.
Oh, definitely. But
When
it's
are
just
you going
weird
to
when people
Australia?
pick out little minor things about me. Like, why don't you appear on camera? Do you want to see my forehead when I'm trying to read chat? That's cool. Like, no one wants to see a forehead. No one wants to see that. So no, you won't see me on like I appear on camera. Like for example, I was meant to do a live when I mean appear on camera and show when things were sent to me from my Amazon wish list. But I forgot and now they're all put away and stuff like that. But the thing is though, it's the fact that I did it with my shed and
Yep.
people are like, I had no idea you're so tall. And I'm like, well, what
I
do you
know,
mean?
right? So
Your
much older.
shed's
They're like,
tiny. Yeah, my
they're
shed's
like, I
tiny
know
and I'm tiny.
you're like 5'5", aren't you?
I think so. Every time I go to my doctor's, 1 minute I'm five
How
five,
how tall do you think I am for real?
5'9".
I'm 5'11".
So you're only like 1 inch from being 6 foot.
I'm very, very, very tall.
You know, I sound like a
My,
pom.
my little boy hasn't even hit puberty yet, and he's already like almost like 5'6.5". He
Shit.
hasn't even like had the any like things sprout and like
Oh yeah, before I forget, I've got something to ask you. How's Vegas?
I couldn't go. We
Oh,
we have
why
we have,
not?
we have our very first fucking hurricane ever in
Oh
Southern
fuck.
California, so they canceled everything. Yeah,
Shit.
and the saddest part is I went and like it's just money on some level, and it's not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just I don't even care about that. I really worked hard. Like you worked hard to like kind of mend relationships in your world.
Yeah.
I worked really hard because I prayed about all of this stuff. I prayed hard because what I really wanted was like all of our family to be together and like to understand things. And this was kind of a thing for like all of us to like be on that same space. And it didn't happen.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So
But you were worried about how the music was going to depress you.
and that's just me being excited. Honestly, that's not just anxiety saying I didn't want to leave my house. Like I mean, I would have been fine either way. I have agoraphobia now. I don't
And
like
that's
leaving.
the fear of the outside, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. I'm as
yeah.
dumb as a post when it comes to knowing phobias. And all I know is arachnophobia, and that's me.
Mm.
There's nothing about a spider. I don't even watch Spider Man because of that little fucking spider that goes down and bites.
Mhm.
What's his name? Toby Maguire, whatever character. He turned into Spider Man, but I can't remember who his name was before that.
Mm-mm. The new kid's cute.
I haven't seen any of the new one.
He's cute.
Toby Maguire just reminded me of a nerd. But nerds are cute too.
But see,
Have
I
you
was
come
a
across
nerd. I
someone
was
that are
always a
cuter
nerd
than?
growing up.
Sorry,
Always,
what was that?
I was always a nerd. Oh my god, big nerd.
Oh, I used to always try and like when I was in primary school and high school, I used to always think to myself, if I can just understand how a computer works,
Mhm.
I will be awesome for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And no, I just like you push this button that turns on. That's as far as as long as it has that and word processor, I'm good. But
I'm not
anything
sure
else,
if you were
no.
watching my sister trying to go live the other night.
I missed it.
It
Damn.
was hilarious. Like it was hilarious. She's like, we just could not figure it out for her. It was not happening.
No.
Yeah, and she did eventually, but like I
Oh,
can't
she
blame
did.
her because ultimately, like I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm like I don't know. Like I'm not a technologically advantaged person. I just don't. Ugh. I am like I'm not a dumb blonde in any way, shape, or I'm actually probably one of the most brilliant. How about this? I am the most brilliant dumb blonde you ever met.
Why say it like that?
Just take it. Just that's what it is. I'm a brilliant dumb blonde.
Hey, Mia. Victoria has asked, is it Tom Holland is the new Spider-Man?
That's the name.
Mm. Now, has anyone in chat or yourself included, has anyone seen the new Barbie movie?
So my mom might go with me tomorrow to see it.
Okay, because I've been told it's funny. But I personally, I know she's an Aussie, and we should all love our fellow actresses. But Margot Robbie just shits me to tears after a while.
Isn't she the girl from the
Neighbours,
Suicide Squad and all that stuff too? No,
Suicide Squad,
she
I
is so
Tonya.
beautiful. She is so beautiful, and then she's in like
She's
the.
beautiful, but she knows it. That's what I just don't. Mm.
Why not? I mean, she owns it.
So why do you think you're the most brilliant? What did you call yourself
I,
before?
I think I'm smart.
You are aware I'm a natural blonde, right?
I'm not saying I'm smarter than you. I'm just saying I happen to be a smart one. I don't like technology shit though. It drives me crazy. Like there are a couple things in this world that really drive me crazy. Uh,
Mm.
Electronics, like,
Yep.
and like, vehicles. You want me to figure out how to put baseboards on or change your floors or like fucking like make my house like more valuable? I'll figure it out. I can do
I just
all
don't.
I can do all kinds of shit, but like electronics and cars stress me the fuck out.
Yes.
it's just a trigger. But
Yeah.
here,
Like
I will figure it out. Like I'm just gonna be very unhappy while I do it.
Like the other day, I was trying to think of I was making up this recipe because my hands are feeling okay these days.
Mhm.
Anyway, I was doing this recipe that I've done like 1,000 times, and as I'm cooking it, I'm thinking, what have I actually forgotten here? This is like I know I could like because my eyes aren't still the best, but I'm
Mhm.
looking at it I'm like, I know I've forgotten something, but what have I fucking forgotten? And I'm
Mm.
looking in my fry pan, I'm like, what the and then I realised I forgot the cooking cream. The
Oh,
most
like, mm.
obvious thing ever. And I'm like, what is it? And then I had to actually throw out what I was doing because I burnt the onions and I burnt the
Well,
bacon.
but you're very like food, like that's part of your essence. Like you love
Yes.
the creation, like that's your art.
Yes. And I've
So I
always
see that.
loved
See, like
cooking.
someone like me would never throw that out. I'd be
Oh
like,
well,
this is what I would do. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna troubleshoot. We may or may not like this,
mm,
but I'm gonna make sure. I mean, I'm also like the actress, right? Like, look at this, guys. It's amazing. New style. Mm. Like I'm weird. I'm weird like that. Like I do not. I won't stop. I won't just sit there and just stop at that one point with the when I fail. 'Cause I cooking and domestic diva shit, I'm terrible at.
see,
Terrible.
but I love cooking for other people.
Me too. No, I
I
don't.
hate cooking for
Why did I
myself
say that?
because I know what it's going to taste like.
No, I don't like what me too. No, I don't. No, I really don't. No, I really don't. I no, I mean I do, but I don't. No, I don't.
Yeah, it's just
I could.
like I love. Okay, I'll call them what people in America. Shrimps over here we call prawns, as I've
Or
said on numerous channels. I love making my garlic prawns with steamed rice and salad. And if people say to me, "Oh, can you make that for me?" but leave out the salad, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll leave off the salad and I'll leave off the rice and I'll leave off the garlic prawns." What do you mean? Well, the only way you're ever going to get my garlic prawns
yeah,
is if
you're
you have the salad with it. That's the only way you're going to get my garlic prawns. And they're like, "Oh, okay then." And
I
my mum will pick at it, and she's like, "I don't like red capsicum. Oh, I don't like olives. Or I don't mind
wait,
cucumber. Oh, I'm not a
capsicum, what
fan of red
capsicum
onion." I'm like,
is that garlic? What is the capsicum?
"Oh no, no, no! I put the well, how I make the sauce is I put the garlic and the cream, and then there's a certain thing I also add to it to thicken up the cream. I add that, and then what I do is I'll make the salad like with mixed lettuce leaves, capsicum, cucumber, olives,
I mean, honestly,
red onion.
I'm a foodie, so this is the hard part for me.
It's easy.
It's so, but no, it's not easy though, because like I don't like cleaning. So like, and I'm the kind of person I cook, and every dish in the freaking house is like dirty. Like I don't know. I'm not sure. What's wrong with and this? I started this thing where I start cleaning as I cook. Cleaning
Yeah,
as
I never can stick to that.
I
If I
start
have my
cooking.
house
I start
cleaned, I'll
cleaning
stick
as
to
I
it for
cook.
about 2 or 3 days. Then afterwards, it's like fuck it.
No, it doesn't matter. It really. I mean, like, yes, the concept of as clean as you cook is like lovely, but like, and it works for smaller dish foods. But see, when I really enjoy cooking, every dish in the freaking kitchen, and when people really enjoy my food, we're done. We're done. We're done. I mean, it's my husband may not even enjoy the food because he's looking at the kitchen.
No, like I love when I like. For me, like garlic prawns is the one thing. If anyone ever comes to visit me, and I actually let you in my house, that is one thing. That is one dish I'll definitely cook. But sometimes what I will do as well is that I'll make up like the garlic sauce, and
Hmm.
I'll add like the chicken and the bacon. I'll fry up the bacon in a separate fry pan, obviously,
Hmm.
and then add that, and then have like a garlic,
Stop.
bacon, and chicken and whatever sauce, and then I'll pour that over like linguine or fettuccine. I don't like fettuccine or
Look, I
spaghetti or
know the
spiral
nice thing with
pasta.
fettuccine, I'll tell you this,
Mm.
fettuccine will last longer if you're gonna cook a big portion. It will taste better and longer, better than spaghetti or a smaller pasta.
But that's what I mean, though. I can't stand. I love all pastas, but I hate penne, and I can't stand
You
fettuccine.
know what I really can't stand is the little one,
Oh,
the
the elbow ones,
not spaghetti, well,
macaroni.
spaghetti,
Oh, hang on.
um, hair
I want to say
something,
angel hair.
hair spaghetti. I don't know. No,
But okay, so you've got like the fettuccine, which is the fat, flat one, and then you've got the next size.
angel hair spaghetti. I can't stand it.
Oh, okay, I can't stand penne or
If you
fettuccine.
want angel hair spaghetti in my house, I'm only making a half portion, and we're getting it done the whole that night. Because I'm not gonna reheat it or eat it. Like it's just it tastes like you might as well make me some like oatmeal or something. Like
But I love beef stroganoff.
ew, I hate beef stroganoff.
Do you?
Oh God, eh.
What is it? Well, what meat do you use? You before you
I
completely
don't
write it
make
off.
it. I don't make it, but like my sister loves it for some reason, and my mother, I don't know, like ever since like she was like 65, has thought that it's my favorite dish. Well, my husband happens to like it, so I haven't really broken her heart yet to remind her that it wasn't my favorite dish; it was my sister's, and like he can't stand beef
But it
stroganoff.
all depends. Okay, but in all fairness, it depends what cut of meat you use. You don't just
No,
use.
but it's gross. Whatever it is, it's like boiled meat. I don't like boiled meat dishes. It's
It's
gross.
not boiled meat. You cook. Okay, this is how I prepare my
There's
beef
no way to
stroganoff.
like make. Okay, no.
Gravy
Stroganoff
beef.
is a gravy pasta dish, and it's disgusting because what they do.
Well,
Either way, you have little chunks of meat in it that are like going to be somehow cooked inside of it, and yeah,
okay. Well, first of all, I don't have mine over pasta. I have mine over steamed rice. But okay, we'll change the subject.
that's not beef stroganoff. Then that's beef rice enough.
I've never known it to be called that. I've always called it beef stroganoff over steamed rice.
Fucking with you, I don't know, but like we had it under like pasta and shit.
Oh yeah, see, I don't do it with pasta because I see it as with rice. At least that way, if I get through half of it, I can put the other half in a container and chuck it in my freezer.
Fair, but
Hmm.
it's still boiled meat in a sauce.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, like I said, I use gravy or casserole steak
It doesn't
because
matter.
it's
It's still
softer and
boiled
it's
meat in
nicer
a
and
sauce.
it's
It's gross,
much better.
super gross. I don't like
Well,
boiled meat in a sauce.
well, you don't boil it. Well, okay,
Boiled
here's what you can
chicken.
do. If you don't want that, then you can just like fry up the meat in a separate fry pan, right? And
Yeah.
then put the mushrooms with it,
Mm-hmm.
or put the mushrooms in with the gravy. And then what you can do is then you can just like get your tongs out,
Yeah.
scoop some of the meat and put it onto the side,
It might be
and then just
delicious.
put the mushroom stroganoff over the top.
But see, beef stroganoff is not a dish you cook just like one meal. Beef stroganoff is a dish you cook like fucking like you either or you have a bunch of people coming over for beef stroganoff. Like you don't just make a small beef stroganoff. That's just
I
not how.
do. I go sometimes. What I do is I get like the big pieces of the casserole steak, and they're quite big, bigger than my freaking hands, two hand sizes of a piece of casserole steak. I will cut that in half, freeze the other half, then cut up the other piece in small pieces, and that will give me lunch and dinner for that day.
Yeah, I think so. We had like white trash beef stroganoff when I grew up, and it was like noodles out of a box with
Yeah,
like
Mia's just said they
stuff.
often do that over egg noodles. I have no idea what the hell egg noodles are supposed to
Egg
be.
noodles are like and I love egg noodles by the way. But see, egg noodles basically are what I was grown up of beef stroganoff, and it's basically like I don't know. Then I was taught how to make beef stroganoff. I didn't honestly. If they would have called it something else, I probably would have liked it, like the real way to make it. But like
Yeah,
the way
I see.
I phrase,
I'm a cheat. I buy the sachet of the sauce stuff, and then
mm-mm.
I add a little bit of water, stir all that, let that cook for a
That's
bit.
different.
Then I add sour cream.
That's different. That's different because you have options there. People they kind of like I was like no, mm-mm. It was gross. I've just I hate these. It's bleh. I don't hate it.
Okay, for those
Okay,
who
let's put
aren't
it this way.
aware, just know
If
that
my mama cooks it still to this day, I will still eat it right in front of her, and I will not say a word
well,
because
she
that's
probably
my mom, and that's what you do.
my ex used to make it because he used to buy the mushrooms in the tin that came with butter sauce. And he used to use that and then mix in the sour cream. I'm like, that's not how you make it. Fuck.
No, the
And then
best
when
way.
I started making it, stupid me, I had to then make it from there on out
So
because,
I
yeah.
learned that. So like we you were saying, you brown the meat. So let's say I have some extra steak or something. So if you want me to make real like bougie like beef stroganoff, like we make steak every Sunday. That's our thing. That's our family thing.
Yep.
And we have extra sometimes. And so I make the so what I could do is make a beef stroganoff ish style food for like a casserole, not like even I mean I could make it I could bring beef stroganoff back to its like good probably where it came from on some level. But
Okay.
also
When you go
like
out and eat a meal, do you ever have gravy on anything?
oh I love gravy. Yeah.
Okay.
Gravy
Well, okay.
gravy is really easy to make. Any
I'm
extra
trying to
and
perfect
fat and
creamy
like
mushroom gravy.
I don't like mushrooms, but like
Oh, what?
I don't who likes I mean like unless they're gonna like make me like see things in different colors, that's different. But like I'm kidding. I'm totally
No,
kidding.
I love when I go anywhere to a new pub or whatever for a meal, I always order their chicken schnitzel with extra mushroom gravy as long as it's a creamy mushroom gravy.
So
If
there
it's
is
one where it's just like
you're the
original gravy and mushrooms
from
stirred through, then it's shit.
I will say this about like what I loved about Australia when I lived there
Mm,
was um it's very similar to like any other big city out there. Like it's very eclectic in Sydney. You know, it's
yep.
like the Sydney, like, and you can get like all kinds of food from all places.
Hmm.
And then once you start getting to know the people on the outskirts, and here's a question I have for you.
Yeah, go for it.
So my interpretation of people literally from Australia,
Mm,
hands down, compared to Americans,
yes.
nicest people on the planet. I mean, like,
Oh,
no,
we're
really.
not. We're really. Well,
Sure you're not, but you actually you pull a front very nicely. And that's what I'm seeing here on the YouTube streets. That
yeah,
is so like unsettling because someone that's that unhinged,
yeah. It's very alarming because it's like,
it's alarming to watch unhinged people from Australia.
yeah,
Unhinged from America, we're all fucked up, generally speaking. Like an unhinged person from Australia, you're like, hmm.
yeah, exactly. Like I find it disturbing when there's people that do like. I've got nothing against any Australian who has a YouTube channel, but what makes me laugh is when they go nuts.
Someone's gonna come after me possibly in about 25 minutes from Australia.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
How are they supposed to do that?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna say, but I'm not sure. But I had an opinion, like what the all assholes do.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that the fact that, like I said yesterday, it's like, why do people feel the need to go, as they say, go after people? It
I'm not
doesn't
sure. She
prove, it
said
doesn't
she
prove
wouldn't.
anything apart from the fact
She
you're a
said
fucking
she
nutjob.
wouldn't. She said she wouldn't.
Oh, then I definitely know who you're talking about.
She said she wouldn't. But at the same token,
You can't trust anybody on YouTube at the
well,
end of
I'm
the day. Like, I try and
like,
treat everyone with respect.
let
And
me time me think about it. Like what? It's kind of fascinating. Like what could you come after me about? I'm just
yeah, well,
like really come after me.
sorry, me, I don't know because you weren't defending her. You were saying
No, I
sorry,
was
mean
literally
things.
just saying like, don't be a dick.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. Like that's the thing I've always wanted for my channel. Like, I don't cause drama. I try my hardest not to anyway. But the fact that people want to represent Australia, like when you're on YouTube, you're not just representing your corner of the globe or your area where you live. You're representing the whole of Australia.
Well, and
When
I
you're
told him
representing the whole of California or New York,
I
wherever.
realized that he had recognized the situation as himself. And I said, look, dude, like I've never met somebody from Australia that is this like I've never heard anybody speak like that from Australia.
You haven't heard me on a bad day then.
This isn't now. I mean, like, it doesn't work like that.
No,
It,
it's not. It's like,
especially as like someone, a mother, a woman, you know.
mm,
I mean, could you imagine like what would you and Andy do if someone spoke that way about me out of nowhere?
I'd want to go nuts, but the thing is, I'll do it without bringing YouTube into it to let everybody else know so they can jump on the bandwagon of the person who's disrespecting you.
I mean that's. I mean, I can only imagine. And so my thoughts feel like this is like you if you keep badgering down like the underdog,
The dog's going to bite one
who are
day.
we not to fight back eventually
Exactly.
as a
And
team?
that's what I find. But like when people have said horrible things about me,
And
I've
I
wanted to go
honestly,
live.
I can't imagine like what I mean. I can't
Oh
imagine
well,
someone saying something bad about you.
when someone accused me of being July Night, I wanted to go to fucking town on my
What does that
channel,
mean? What
and
does I
I
don't
wanted to go mental about it when I found out who was actually behind July Night.
I don't know.
And the thing is, though, I thought to myself, no, Tammy, take a deep breath. You're better than that. You know what I mean? Because if I'm inviting drama to my channel by saying, I found out who July Night was, it wasn't fucking me, and I go nuts, no one's going to want to tune into that. There might be people out there who do that, that tune into drama, and within the next breath, they're complaining that there's so much drama on YouTube. But you're sitting there and you're listening to that person badgering and treating someone like absolute shit, and you're condoning that. In the meantime, you're getting super chats and super stickers. You're not saying no to the money, and you're getting PayPal after PayPal because you're
Like this
disrespecting
person,
people.
I really liked her. I
Yeah, so did I.
I really
I
liked.
thought she was an actual good friend, but then
I
she
thought
started going a
I
bit.
thought she was actually someone that was like evolving and kind of like putting
Mm,
all her shit together. And you know what it ended up sounding like? And this is the part that, and tell me to stop if you want me to.
just don't name drop on my phone.
No, of course not. Like what? That's why I was upset about my channel last night. Right?
Mm,
No, the problem truly is, and I hope if she ever listens to something like this, is that even and then I'm like I didn't end up in freaking Vegas tonight. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like life did not work out the way I wanted it to. So I had a little bit extra time on my hands. And I'm looking at stuff and I'm watching some stuff and I'm like, they're not even giving her the time of day in her like as she responds in their chats.
Mm. See,
Like
I'll be honest with you on something. If I ever had not that I ever plan to. But if I had a problem with you or with Mia or with anyone else in chat that I'm connected to on
Right.
Facebook with, I would find a way to message you and say, "Hey, Margie, what you said about me the other day on your channel, I found it a bit hurtful. I just thought I'd let you know I won't be in your chat for a couple of lives because I don't want to say anything out of line. I just
Which
need time to cool down."
would be
I
fair.
wouldn't, that's how I would address it. I would not then go into your chat and go, "Hey, you're this, you said something bad about me."
Imagine, I can't imagine that. Like,
Neither can I. But I'm
I
just
can't
saying,
imagine
that's what I would do. If anyone upset me,
you would
I
like. Could
I
you,
would address it away from
I feel
YouTube.
bad about calling this one guy short. Like, I really do. Like, that wasn't my best place in life. Like, I called a guy short, and like he was offended by it, and whatever. And
Well, considering the fact that you've called me short and because I'm shorter than you,
no,
I
but
personally
you're
wouldn't care.
you don't have a wiener, and like it was a dig because they told me they were taller than they were, and then like
Oh my
I
god.
pretty much was like, well, I guess I didn't believe them. I just want, I don't know. And
I just don't understand why people have to like if you had a say for example, if you had a problem with Andy, I would say go address it to him. I'm
right,
not willing to risk our friendship to come between us, come between you.
that's exactly what I
And
said.
you've said the exact same thing to me at one time, and I came to you and said that Andy was being a prick. And you say, "Look, I love you both. I don't want to come in between both of you, and I don't want this to affect the friendship I have with Andy because that's my friendship with him, and my friendship with you is separate from my friendship with him. So don't put me in the middle." And you said that to me, and I respected you 110 billion trillion percent for that.
I
You know
mean,
what
you
I
were
mean?
also,
We didn't go. I didn't go onto YouTube and go,
you don't have to
"Oh,
lie.
these
You
people."
were, you were also kind of mad about it too.
No, I wasn't actually. I was shocked that someone actually had the balls to say to me that my friendship, well, the friendship they share with me is separate from their friendship with my brother. Normally, people
Hey,
and
Bubsy,
put
Bubsy's
Andy and I
here.
in a niche. What?
I haven't seen Bubsy to you forever.
Hey,
Oh,
Bubsy.
hi, baby. Oh my, I have like
I've not seen her for ages.
that makes my heart sing.
But like I said, I just don't understand why people think it's like that. YouTube is the latest gossip magazine that goes all around the fucking world.
No, it's not
It's
even
not.
that
It's a
though.
place for people to talk true crime, talk diets, talk self esteem, talk whatever they want to talk about, and not feel like they're going to have people in the next breath turning around and backstabbing them because they're not doing. Like I used to get criticized. Why is your channel called True Crime Discussions with Tammy when you hardly discuss true crime? Because that's all that you see on YouTube that goes live outside of your channel and have selected others.
If someone would ask you that you don't know, I'd be like, well, obviously, this isn't the right channel for you to hang out with. And see,
But
like, generally speaking, that's how I respond. I have a thing where like I actually am an asshole. Surprisingly or not, like I am not a very nice person when it comes to bullying people or
mm,
making people that I care about hurt. Like I will turn into something.
I'm not
Oh,
sure if you can read chat, but Mia's just said hello to you.
what was that?
Mia fighting justice for
Oh,
victims and said hello to you.
hello.
She's another creator on here on YouTube. I didn't said Facebook, but I meant
If you
YouTube.
want to put my link in there, you can. I don't know if you want
I
to.
don't hang on. I think I might be able to, but I don't know how. No, I'm not able to while I'm live, unfortunately. But you can do that. Anyone in here who's part of Jet's mum's channel, please drop her link and
Or when
please drop Mia's because
you're,
Mia
you're,
won't drop
you're
her own
blue
link.
jets, you're blue jets.
So please drop everyone's link in chat. Don't need to drop mine because you're live with me now or on replay. But okay, here's one for you. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Yeah. What inspired you to start a channel?
Oh,
I think
that's
I already know the answer to this,
like
but
a very deep question. You want the deep answer or you want like the basic answer?
whichever one you prefer and feel comfortable talking about.
So the deep answer went like this. I was diagnosed with something that is actually, it turns out I'm probably going to be okay.
Good.
And I had this space where I was like, my father died when I was young. So I wanted to make sure I had something to show my son
Yep.
that he could. I wanted to make sure that he could see me, because
Mhm.
when you're a child and you lose a parent, um, there's so many questions and so many answers, and like if I just have a bunch of stuff where it's like I love you, I love you, I love you, even though right now my kid's kind of a little dick. He's 12 now. Like this is they know you and I met years ago, but like he's kind of like a little bit like I'm like whatever, and you can still see that piece of me that's just in gratitude
Yep.
that he's still with us, and like or that I'm still with them, and like this is all still present. But like, yeah, everything's okay at this moment, so we're good.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Bubsy.
that's where it started. Yeah, I mean, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I mean, and then that also it also started because I was lonely
Yep.
um, during COVID.
Hmm.
I was lonely and wanted friends, and I had a very bad experience starting out on the YouTube streets. A very bad experience. But as for starting this specific channel itself, it came from me understanding how it all kind of works a little bit and the situations behind it. So, yep, that's it.
Hmm. Sounds
What about
awesome.
you?
Well, what? Sorry. Why did I start mine?
Yeah.
Oh, because at the beginning of when I first started my channel and stuff, I would talk about Chris Watts, and all that kind of crap. And also, after being on a number of channels and stuff, I noticed that a lot of people were getting spoken down to when they had an opinion that was different from the creator. So I thought, I'm going to be different. I'm going to actually create a channel where, regardless of the topic, every single person is entitled to their own view and their own opinion and their own assumptions and stuff, and not be disrespected or told you can't effing say that in my chat. Why am I saying effing? I swear all the time. I'm not gonna be like, you can't fucking say that. You can't fucking say this. You can't say that. No. Every time I talk about something, regardless of what it's about, I want every single person in chat, in the background, or anything like that to feel as though they have a voice. And I could honestly say what I felt about the Chris Watts case and not bring
Mhm.
anyone else's channel down by having my own opinion. And it was also because I was lonely. I agree with that. And also because, like I said, I wanted, because I know what it's like to have to stay quiet when you want to say something. So more than anything, I wanted to give every single person who listens to something on YouTube, whether they agree with me or they disagree with me, I want people to be able to feel like they have a voice. They have a place they can go to, feel safe in what they're saying, and not feel as though they're going to be judged for it by the channel creator.
Right.
Hmm. That was my main goal, and I never thought in a million years. And I know this is going to sound a bit hyperactive, a bit over the top here, but I never thought I would make such a meet or mate. When I say meet, I mean like how I
Friends,
get. I never
people.
thought I'd make friends.
Yeah, no, and,
You
and,
know.
and that's I think the really special place for me because I'm not here to make money. I mean, on that front, I might, I mean, like life's tough. We are a family that is paycheck to paycheck. It is what it is. But
Yep.
I'm not here to make money or like capitalize upon other people.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, that's it. Like I used to always like think that by me putting content out there, and this is being brutally honest with whoever listens to this, I was all about how, why is this channel who's all about drama making money? Why is this channel who's disrespecting their subscribers and their
rude
members?
and nasty and mean.
Why are they making money and I'm not? You know what I mean? That's what I used to always think. And then I thought to myself, hang on a minute.
Mhm.
If people choose to support drama, that's
Mhm.
on them. That's not on me. People choose to support me, whether it's donating to my PayPal or whatever. That's their choice,
Yeah.
you know. And I felt like I was being having double standards by saying, why are these people supporting drama channels? But yet, then when I'm saying to people, if you choose to donate to my PayPal, that's your choice.
Right.
And then on the second breath, I'm saying, but hang on a second, you're supporting a drama channel when you could be using that money to support me. You know, like fuck that. You know, you want to support me, great. You
But
don't. Just being here is support enough.
My thing honestly is like I don't I'm very upset by people that do things to hurt other people and compare themselves. Like,
Mm,
that is not okay in my book. Like, one woman to another. As women, we already I mean, even though now, like, they're trying to say, like, we're all equal, like, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, I'm not even kidding you. My dad was opening the door for a lady the other day. I was probably, like, 15 feet behind him, not realizing that we're together, and she was like, "I can open my own door."
mm,
I mean,
okay.
I would open the door for her too. So, like, I mean, like, this there wasn't a sexist patriarchal thing that took place. It was just truly a kindness of person.
Mm.
It opens doors to people. And
Yeah,
like
I always, yeah, like it's weird. I never used to be like this. I now call males that are older than me, like elderly, older. I call them sir. If I see a woman, like the other day, I was at the shops and I don't know where my brother went, but I had two bottles of water on me, and there was this man that was sitting next, like there was me, a table, and there was his seat, and he was sitting there. And he was like breathing really like it felt like he was going to pass out,
right.
and all this kind of crap. Me being the nice person I am, I took one
Oh,
of the bottles of water I had and I
you
took it
would
over
sound
to him and
the
said,
alarms. You would sound the alarms one way or the other.
"Beg pardon."
You still know you would sound the alarms. You'd be like, "There's something wrong here."
Yeah, and then I looked over at him. I put my hand on his back and I said, "So, would you like some water? Don't worry, I haven't touched any of it. It's just I've just taken the lid off for you." And he actually told me to piss off. So I was like, "Okay then, enjoy your breathing issues then, sir." And then he looked back over at me and he realized that I was actually trying to help him. And he goes, "Oh, thank you so much, dear, but I can't drink spring water. I'm so sorry I snapped at you. I was just having a bit of anxiety." And I said to him, I said, "I can relate to that. I know exactly how that feels to have them." I said, "When you're having them, just, if you can, just sit quietly, find something to focus your mind on that you wouldn't normally focus on. And then your mind is going to be tricked into thinking about that and not what you're
Yeah, well,
anxious
and
about."
hopefully physiologically, because like I've been struggling with panic stuff recently,
Ditto.
and so like my panic stuff sucks though, because like I don't know if you recognize this kind of stuff. Like it's the kind where like you get a couple of days of notice before it happens.
Oh, no, I don't get any warning at all.
Oh, like I know. I mean, like it's almost like I'm like, come on, come on. Like I'm like trying to talk my body into fixing it. I'm like, come on. Like, it's almost like, come on, let's go. And then all of a sudden, like it hits, and like it literally feels like you're gonna die.
Yeah, you feel like you're drowning and you feel like you're
I mean,
okay.
like, and but with me, the sad part was I'm like, there was nothing I could do for the 3 days before as I felt it coming. And like and all of a sudden everything just and so I can't sit there and tell the doctor this is happening, there's a change in my world. No, I'm telling the doctor I literally felt a boom 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 thing, and
Mm,
it hit, and then like I'm sitting there and like I told my husband, I was like I don't know, I'm not gonna go to the hospital. If I went to the hospital they would admit me.
can I offer some other advice to people who suffer from anxiety? I heard this on TikTok.
But no, I would say this:
Oh,
go to
sorry, go on after you finish. I'll talk about that.
first and foremost, go to the doctor. I'm not a medical professional.
Oh, my doctor says
I
it's
have been through
menopause.
this before, and what ended up happening was I was like, "Look, you just need to hug me. Just hug me,
Mm,
and I'll tell you as much as if it feels good."
yeah,
Like remarkably, for whatever reason, his hug allowed me to do like the resting space for like what, probably 20 minutes, not much. But
yeah,
it calmed part of it down enough. The anxiety thing, it actually lasts, and I'm kind of coming out of it. But it's a weird thing with my body. Like it will sustain and sustain and sustain.
yeah.
Where I get like I will sit here in the middle of like terrifying, like anxiety.
When I get them, I was at dinner lunch on Mother's Day, and I was out the front talking to my older brother, and out of nowhere, the traffic became muffled. I started sweating like I had just had someone shove a fan heater in front of my face,
Yeah.
and I was shaking, and I couldn't hear anything apart from muffled. Like,
Oh, it's called like Muppets, right? Like the Muppet guy.
yeah,
Like, so yeah.
it was
Mm-hmm.
fucking horrible. And my older brother, like, I hadn't seen him in about 3 years.
And
And he goes, I said, can you go get Andy? And he goes, why? I said, because Andy knows how to snap
he
me
knows
out of
how to
them.
help you. Yeah. So
And he takes about,
my husband is like kind of. I mean, I don't have an out with a person. It doesn't feel like I don't have like a jet is probably the closest thing to it because I will pull my shit together.
yeah.
I will, but see at this point now, like it.
Well, okay. Before you continue, this video I saw on TikTok. Now, I don't have anything on my TikTok, guys. So don't go try and finding me on TikTok. It's no point. But how's this? I got 1,470 something followers on TikTok, and I've only got 550 something on here.
How many do you have on TikTok?
Over 1,400.
Well, then, like,
I don't
maybe
know how to connect my YouTube to it,
maybe a
so I'll work
challenge.
all that out after this.
We can go do like little dances together.
Honey, I don't dance.
I
Watching
don't
me dance would be like
all I
watching Shrek
do
trying to
is
get off his stomach when he's been
I don't
pushed
dance. All I
over.
do is it's a little two step with a little twist. Like,
We'll see what we can do. We'll do that and see if we can make some more. Well, I'm trying to get this guy who's on there. His name's Max Bad Dates. He's so cute. And I'm trying to get him to come onto my YouTube channel, but he won't. It's like,
I have a
but
new
no,
boyfriend.
pardon.
I have to go to bed, you guys. I'm falling asleep. But like,
Oh, okay.
I have a new boyfriend.
Oh, yes. Who's that?
His name is Matt Rife. He's a comedian.
Oh, you might have to send me some of his clips.
I'm kidding. He's like very fucking famous. He's not my boyfriend. I'm pretty sure the person that's talking to me on the Facebook is from Nigeria or India.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. You got to
Or
love it.
like a prince from somewhere.
I have about 15 Jason Momoas following me on TikTok, and
See?
about 6 Brad Pitts and
Well, like, and I'm just
4
saying,
Keanu Reeves.
thank you.
So if you are on TikTok, be
I
careful who you get to accept as
no,
followers, even if they have the blue tick of authenticity. That does not mean they're the legit person.
it was
Just
a face.
remember that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
He
girls.
has the check mark and everything.
It has the check mark on the Jason Momoa account and everything. And I'm just like, you're not the real one, dude.
Z to you, like, what about Save Robbie? What do you mean?
Pardon?
What about Save Robbie? See, wait, he's my other husband.
Oh, I know he's your other husband. I don't have a husband on YouTube.
Just so you guys know,
Oh, hang on, well, because I can't have Matt because he belongs to Tracy, and Muck Boys doesn't talk to me anymore because whatever reason.
the name is
And
Boy, or you, that sounds disgustingly not interesting. Just FYI.
oh, but okay, I've got to quickly say this before I forget. There was this person on TikTok that goes, if you're having an anxiety attack, every time you go and leave the house, anytime you go to the shops, buy salt in the little packets. All right. And what happens is if you're having an anxiety attack, he goes, put the salt, rip open the packet, and pour the salt onto your tongue. And what would then will happen is it would make sure that everything you're feeling in your brain will be switched off and focusing on getting rid of that salty taste out of your mouth. And apparently it gets rid of anxiety.
Well, are also not dying from salt ingestion.
Yeah, that's it. Can you imagine it?
Could
Why
you
is your
imagine?
salt
You're like,
intake so
fuck,
much?
fuck that Diet Coke. I'm not taking Diet Coke no more. Give me some salt, bitch. I gotta heal it. No, no more Diet Coke. Give me more. I need more salt. More salt. Give it. And also you're like, I don't feel very good. I don't feel very good. Like
Yeah, my arteries are all clogged up with
you're up like
salt.
a mummy. You're just like a mummy, and you're like Ugh, gross. Terrible advice, Tammy. I win. I'd say my advice is call a friend like Tammy and get them to say, "Hey, yo, hey, what's happening? And what's up? You know,
Yep.
I am. There is no more love in my cup. I don't know. Um, oh God, it's been tough these days. But like,
But you and I are two of a kind, huh? Well, one of a kind is the fact that we always bounce back. And that's every person that's in here at this very moment
yep,
that
everybody
has told me parts of their story. We all have the ability to bounce back. We don't need to put ourselves through the situations where we feel like we're never going to be okay,
we've
because we
also
know we will be.
not to like, and this is the sad part. We've also learned not to depend on other people.
I don't depend on anybody anymore. That's being
Mm.
truly honest. I don't.
And there is, but see, at the same token, there's such empowerment in that. In the same token, like there is a
Well,
piece where we can sit there. Someone was talking to me yesterday, the day before. I like, I forgot about a story in my life. So my son's going through this like major operation and this procedure that is like so groundbreaking and like never even heard of. Like he was in a study of like one of 30 children. And so me at this point, I'm like, well, I mean, whatever. I'm like, I called in like everybody, like Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Sai Sacha Baba, like, Ganesh. I'm like calling in all like the people, spiritual. I don't care who you are, where you're from. You're gonna help me with this because obviously we gotta put them all together. I almost
yeah,
burnt the hotel room down that night. I totally forgot about it.
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
No, I really almost burnt the hotel room down. I happened to open my eyes the night before his procedure, and I looked up and like everything that I was like lit was like burning really fast and like hard. And I mean, I had like blisters on all my fingers trying to put it out because obviously you shouldn't touch metal like when it's hot.
yeah,
I mean, hello, I mean, duh, but I did. But like my point being is that like the everything that I was told that at that moment in that space
yeah,
that it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But the truth is like every like our friendships, like our experiences, like everything we're doing together, like everything's happening for a specific reason. And I
Exactly.
laugh about like burning the house down because it's kind of like how funny is that? Like I'm like that's not even my space. Like that I even knew anything about really, but I almost burnt the house down.
Far out.
Yeah, but I healed him. I mean, you talked to me the other night. He's doing pretty good.
Mm, I'm trying.
No, with my son, like he's doing good. Is what I was saying. You're doing good too, though.
Yeah, I guess. No, well, the other night when I got up from the couch and then like everything started spinning and then I just fell. Yeah, that I'm doing great. Apart from that incident, I'm fine.
Oh,
It's horrible though because I was sitting on the couch and I was just sitting there and I didn't feel dizzy, didn't feel lightheaded, just stood
yeah.
up, everything felt fine, then suddenly everything spun and then bang. I was like, yeah, go Tammy.
So I still struggle with it's more of a PTSD kind of thing.
Oh, I hate when I get panic attacks related to PTSD.
Well, I can't tell you why. Because it's not like you're like, oh, I'm signing up for a PTSD attack.
Yeah, exactly. They
Here's what it's
suck.
about. Here's what this one's about.
Well,
I mean,
when I
I
have
wish
the
I
ones
wish I
like if
get a
I remember
medical
something
or
from
some
my
sort of fucking like TPS report or something.
like when I remember something
Mhm.
from my past, and I mean like my horrible part of my past, it's
Mhm.
really weird. But I have this one person who always seems to message me, and all they say to me, "It's okay," and I'm like, "What are you on about?" And they're like, "Well, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like, because I don't like people knowing when I do get anxiety. Like, I get anxiety when I'm live quite often, but it's an internal one that I can handle, and I can push it down, push it down, and push it down. And then when the live's over, I let loose, and I'm like, oh my god.
Hmm.
But no, it's just
I
it's a
think I've
horrible
watched
feeling.
you grow, though. I think you've done brilliant.
Pardon?
I think I've watched you grow. You've
You
done
sure have. You're like an angel in the wings, my dear.
Aw.
No, you are. You're a very sweet person, and you mean a lot to me, like Mia does, Bubsy, Kitty Witty. I'm making sure I don't miss anyone else that's in here. And whoever else is in the background that I haven't
I don't know
mentioned.
Kitty Witty and Mia very well, but I do know Bubsy, and I have a lot of hard respect there too, because she's also struggling with
Yeah.
very similar stuff with me, similar stories, but hers is different. But I'm very, 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 very happy to see her and
Yeah,
you. And
ditto.
I
Bubsy's a sweetheart.
like the people you
She's like
can
a
meet.
sister to me.
You can meet amazing people here.
I know.
You just
I always think to myself that if I was ever to meet you, Rosaline, Bubsy, Mia, Elizabeth, Foxy Lady, all of them, I freak out how I would react
oh my gosh,
because
I would
people,
hug you. It would be the longest hug like on the planet.
yes,
It
I think we
literally
should bring up
might go
Guinness.
straight. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
The
it's
one of the
weird
things
though
that he
because,
said, he thinks is the he hates it now because he's older. But I was like, I have a
yeah,
breast
like people
implant.
always see it as that,
It's
like,
called the
because when I
biggest
was in
thing
my
in the world.
teens, my 20s and my 30s, I can't say much about my 40s because it's only my second year into it. But
Welcome,
I used to
welcome.
be a very big hugger. And now when I'm out and about, and if I'm with Andy, he'll be standing there looking at something, and just out of nowhere, I'll hug him, and he's all like, "Get off me!" And I'm like,
Well, you
"I
love
need a
him.
hug," and he
He's a
goes, "No,
baby
you don't." I'm like, "You don't know what
brother.
I need."
And that's what I'm so upset right now. Like my little sister and I were talking right before I came live on yours, and like it
Yep,
makes me so sad because like I just wanted to have that thing with her. I just wanted that connection.
yeah,
I just that's what I'm sad about tonight. I just really want to spend that time with her. And I'm really blessed though. Like you told me a long time ago, it will get better when you with your sister when you want it to.
yep.
And I was like, shut up, Tammy, shut up. And then it got better.
Yes.
And like now, like she's one of my most favorite people on the planet.
I'm glad to hear that. See,
Mm.
guys, I do help people when I don't expect anything in return because I'm not a bitch. Actually, I am a bitch because I was born in the year of the dog of the Chinese zodiac.
I'm not sure what that means except for like, who let
Oh,
the
okay.
dogs out? Who?
If you're born in 1982, your zodiac, because in
I know what that
modern,
means, but I was never mind. Never mind.
oh fuck it hell. Oh,
No, can I play a song?
yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. If my channel stops, and it stops. I don't
Okay.
care. Go for it.
Just like I'll keep it
Hang on,
quick.
has it got swearing in it?
I'm no,
Oh,
no, I don't think so.
what's the point of that then?
I really I mean it's maybe not that fun, but like now.
I've waited for ages for you to say that to me.
Everybody loves my now. I don't know why it's so funny and
I think
now.
I love it because of the accent that goes with it. It's like now.
Now. But see, now can mean a lot of things would be like now.
All
It
right, I'm gonna let you play this
could,
song.
now could be like naughty, but it could also mean like now, quiet down. Shh. And it
May
also
I
be
ask who the artist is first? Because I might not like the artist.
I gave you like a pre like it's never mind.
No, hun, play whatever you want to play. It's all good,
But okay, well, we will.
providing it
The
plays.
question is, what happened to these people?
Pardon? Do I need to share my screen? Oh no.
Who let the dogs out?
I used to love this song.
He was jumping. Aye. Oh, oh. You know what happened?
Mm-mm. Someone let the dogs out.
Oh, let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? That's all I have to say tonight. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's it.
That
That's it.
should be a song that plays every time someone bitches about someone we care about.
I know, right? And you know the person I'm talking about, and you might have a connection to that person. And I would say this: learn some tact from my friend Tammy, because ultimately, Tammy, like you've never once called anybody out and been
Try not
unkind
to.
to them, and then sit there and been like, "Well, and I have this, and I have this, and I have this," which means you're a fucking liar.
Yeah, see, I don't see the point in ever doing that.
Why would you do? Why would you do? Could you imagine like if your life was better than another person's, and you're sitting there like dogging on them
Yeah,
hard?
I could never see myself doing that, and that's why when people used to not yell at me, but say, and I'm sorry to bring this up, guys, but people used to always go, "Why do you always pump your PayPal?" Because no one reads the fucking description.
You know
That's
what?
why.
And
Simple
it's
as that.
okay if you need help and you find like your content in your space asking for like, and then you find people that are gonna like contribute. Like at the same token,
Yeah, well, if people want
whoever
it, like that's what
contributes
I always
money
leave the
to
decisions
anybody,
up to them.
that's them, and that doesn't involve anybody else. That's a very private decision between two people. And
Exactly
what
right. Like,
you is someone that goes and sits there and says, um, okay, let's put it this way. Okay, let's just say you're screaming at me because like, I have no idea why you're screaming at me, but you're and then you're like, I don't like the way you live and the
yeah,
position that you're in and like what you do and that like you and a lot of like bad words around it and then you're like 5 minutes later talking about like because I have my own home. I know what life is really. I mean, I have my own, but I don't have to work. Huh?
yeah.
Said nobody, anytime, anywhere.
So that's what I mean. Like, I don't like.
I'm
Say for
sorry.
example, I'm not
If you are that privileged not to have to work and have a home and like your life is so good, shut the fuck up. Is what I would
exactly.
have to say.
No,
Shut the.
I
I mean,
agree with
if
that
your life is
100%.
that
Like,
fucking good to sit there and bash a woman who's trying to all of us are in survival mode. Every single
yeah,
one of us are in
yep.
survival mode, one shape or the other. But that is so fucking rude and ostentatious.
No, that's fucking pitiful to
I
do that
want
because
I want her to back down, and you know who she is. And
yes, I
anybody
definitely
else
know who
that you
she
know
is.
who I'm talking, I want her to back down, and I want her to
I wanted to back the fuck
apologize to
down. How's that?
every woman ever. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm not going to stop on that one because ultimately you don't do that, and this is what the YouTube stuff has to stop. Like this kind of victimization on YouTube has to stop. This is a woman.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't care who you are. And I may not like you or what you say on YouTube. I may not even know you. I may not even know a word about you. But you talk about a child with special needs, a mother with special needs, children.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care. Like,
No, that's where I draw the fucking line
boom.
myself.
Like then, and that's where the whole other group that like I'm not. And I listened tonight again. Oh my god, they're so pathetic. Like, who the fuck are you? And then I look at all of them. Oops, I dropped my phone. Um, I look at all of them and I'm like, it's either a bunch of old ladies in their chat.
Mm.
It's old ladies in their chat. I don't. I mean, like, it blows my mind to think like, what do you think is cool about this?
I think, yeah, exactly. Like I said, I was going to say just before, I'm not saying to do it, so don't think I am to anyone. Okay. So keep that in mind when I say this. If each person in here, yourself included, was to put $100 into my PayPal right this second, right? I'll thank you all as a whole and leave it at that. I would not think then suddenly, oh, I have money in my PayPal. Oh my God, I'm so much better than this person now. No, fuck that.
Oh, is that
If
what
you
it was? I don't know. I mean, I don't. I have
No,
no.
no, I'm just saying, is it like to say I'm better than this person because I got this much in one life? Like I said and said
It wouldn't matter though. Like
previously on previous lives, I'll
ridiculous.
be like tonight. I'll walk away with absolutely nothing from this life, and you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm not going to pretend I'm better than anyone. I'm not going to pretend I'm worse than anyone. I'm still going to be Tammy. If you're my enemy, I'm Tamara.
Oh, is Tamara not your friend?
No, Tamara is my real name.
I know. That's what I thought. So that's what I thought.
I just don't like the name Tamara. It has too many bad memories connected to it.
Shit. Shut up. My name peaked in 1921.
You're what?
My name peaked in 1921.
I love your name.
Oh, fuck that. My name's horrible.
If you could have any name, what name would you want?
No, no, mm-mm. I've owned my name and become my name. But
Yeah, I reckon I've become Tammy more than I've become Tamara because if anyone calls me
I think
Tamara, I don't
Tamara's pretty
respond.
too. I think they're both pretty.
Mm, I hate Tamara's an Irish date palm, man.
I don't know. I mean, you have your own issues on like your own vernacular language spectrum that I don't have. I know that
Mm.
Margie sounds like an old fat lady name here. It just is.
What are
I
you
didn't-
eating?
What?
What are you eating?
Okay, so we bought all this candy
I've
and
bought
like
candy in years.
we bought this like thing of candy right before like no one eats this one kind of candy and it's called a 100 grand
Okay.
and it's weird because it's actually really tasty but no one ever eats them.
Have
So
you ever had saltwater taffy?
I love saltwater taffy. I've actually made it
I've
before.
never had it. I've never tried it. I've never seen it here in Australia.
Kitty, what is it? Is it Helen? Like name? No.
Pardon? Does
I
it
think
taste like salt water?
no. Mm-mm.
Then why do they call it saltwater taffy?
Oh, saltwater. Oh, you haven't had it?
No, we don't get it here in Australia.
Oh, I'll send you some. If I go travel that way, I'll send over some to you.
Sounds good to me.
It's not very good. It's I mean it's kind of
It's the kind of thing that if you get a box of it, you have one here and there, is it?
yeah I get yeah. It's like
You see?
it's like it's kind of like the potpourri of freaking candies you put in a bowl. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like you're like like
Well, for what it's worth, the candies or the lollies we call them over here, sweets, that
lollies.
I like are actually on my Amazon wish list, which is really
Oh, bless
fucking
your
sad of
heart.
me. They have what are they? Pastels,
So is that a thing too
fruit
that people
pastels.
are yelling at people that are like that are I mean, see, here's the thing, like if I was able to donate money to people and their causes and help them, like of course I would.
Yeah, so would I.
Absolutely. And like the person that's being attacked here, I know for a fact that I've given her some help,
Yeah,
but I've also watched her give other people help
yeah,
or the more than I gave her. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So and like and that's the thing that like I the other person that's attacking, I've never once heard her do anything nice to somebody else. And
Agreed.
that right there. And see, this is where I'm going to be an asshole.
Sorry, hold on for one sec. Kitty Witty, not those ones. I don't like the tubes. No, they're
I
lifesavers fruit pastels. They come in
know
a
what that is.
tube.
Yeah. Hmm.
They're fucking
They're actually really
beautiful.
good if you're quitting smoking or like addiction. Those are really good.
Which ones?
The little like the harder ones, the little knickknacks. I don't know what they're called.
Oh, okay. No idea. But no, yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. Like this particular person had a go at me because when my eyes started really getting bad, I asked her to hold on to information for me, and then she went and did a big rant about how I was ungrateful and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, there's no
What?
point spending. Yeah, because I couldn't,
No,
because she was going
okay,
to
there
print.
you go. I forgot about this because I remember. I,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember why I didn't really like this person that much. I knew she came
Well,
after. I knew she came after me a couple times, but
yeah,
like
well, she used to be on my panel quite a lot
a
once
lot.
upon a time. Then we had a massive falling out, and then she apologized to me on a big channel.
I
And
don't.
me being me, I forgave.
Mm-hmm.
And then shit went down because I said, just hold on to that information for a bit longer because my eyes aren't very good at the moment and I won't be able to read the print. And then she went on a big rant saying I was ungrateful and all this crap. And it's like, well, no, I was grateful, but I couldn't read the fucking papers you're going to send me. So I'm sorry.
So the person we're talking about has a Hawaiian name. It
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and eventually, I mean, if you choose to share it or not, it's your thing. My
Hmm.
thing, honestly, is that I really hope that like she can look back at her positioning, and
Yeah.
I mean, I really hope that she can look at herself a
So do
little
I.
and look at the whole thing and then apologize to people. 'Cause I know the people that I can't tell you that the people that I love are gonna say, okay, I apologize, that I accept your apology and like fine. But if I knew that she did that,
Mm.
the people, the like, like some of the people that I'm friends with, I know that
Yeah,
if she made the effort herself and just stopped,
exactly.
I'm
Like, I
pretty
don't believe in inviting, like, I would never intentionally set
hurt
out to
somebody.
hurt somebody.
Never.
Never.
And
Because
that,
it's
that and
like,
that's see, are you okay? Here's my question for you that I would say hands down, I could tell you immediately like that does not surprise me for this individual.
mm,
It does not surprise me. Whether it surprised and I can't tell you whether it had to do with you or like where like I mean, because I don't dive into drama too often, but
no,
one person she's attacking and the other person too, who I've now become friends with, that other people are attacking. I mean, it's brutal.
it is
I
brutal.
mean,
It's like,
the things that are being said, this is abusive. And any woman,
exactly,
any mother needs to look at this. And regardless of like transgressionary, like whatever may have happened, I would never want. I mean, what kind of space do you have to be in to talk to a woman and try to ruin her life?
exactly. I've
Period.
never understood why.
I mean,
And
even if she's a total C word or like B word, like
yeah,
I would. I mean, believe me, and I mean, I've been raised by some of those motherfuckers. Like, I get it. Like, it's not easy. But I mean, and I mean, even the worst person on the planet, I would never do that to.
exactly.
In retaliation, the things that I heard being said, and that's what has to change on YouTube. This is where it comes into like becoming a champion for others. This
Yeah.
kind of behavior, this needs to be the new council culture. It has to be.
Yeah, people just need to just take a step back and think if this was happening, like that's why, like I said, there's been about two, three, four, about five channels out there that have one way or another tried to attack me.
Hmm.
And one in
And I had
particular,
no idea about this. See, you're someone that I would sit there and fucking fight for. I mean,
oh, and I'd fight for
I'm
you
like a
too. Thank
weirdo.
you,
I'm like
hon.
a weirdo. Like I will fight. I will fight and be weird, but I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to be clever,
Yeah,
and I'm going to be quick witted, and I'm going to do the art of war.
yeah.
Essentially, like this is stupid. These people that attack people like you, what the fuck do they attack you for?
Oh, because as you know, like when I first started my channel, I was trying to get money for a laptop. My eyes started
What?
failing, so I got glasses instead, and I got ridiculed for that. And so
You
now,
asked for help for something you needed?
exactly, because I was saying I needed a laptop so I could live stream, then I realized live streaming through my phone's much easier. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm not putting. I
Someone's
don't. That's why now when I say to people, PayPal's in the description. If you wish to donate, that's entirely up to you. I'm not sitting here, you know, sad fishing and saying, hey guys, listen, if you want to hear more about the Beaumont children, you're going to have to help me get to these places and so I can do this. Yes, I've put that with the connection to my PayPal tonight because in all honesty, I thought I was going to talk about the Beaumonts a bit, but I'm not now.
Right.
But you know what I mean? It comes down to the fact that I don't drive. I don't have anyone in my life that can drive me from A to B to C to D to E to F, whatever. So I've got to catch public transport or, and I don't feel confident on public transport with my eyes the way they are. Point being is the fact that when people ridicule me for, say, why are you asking for donations? I'm not.
Well,
I'm simply pointing out to people because, like, for
I'm sorry.
example, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful to you or anyone in chat who's listening to this live or on replay. A lot of people, when they see their favorite creator going live, they don't at that time when they get told about it, then they go to it. They don't know how long they've been live for. So 9 out of 10 times people do not read the descriptions of what that live is going to be about.
Here's the thing.
So
If
in
somebody
retrospect
chooses to
and
donate
out of
money to you,
sorry.
anybody,
Yeah.
if
So,
somebody
when I
chooses
see your
and
live, I go
has the
straight into your
ability to,
live. I don't read your description or anything. I go straight into your live.
I find
Point
that
being,
it's a
pardon?
huge pathetic thing when somebody bitches about people getting money.
Yeah, like I see it as when
That
I
right
get
there is a
donations,
huge
I'm
thing. You know
ecstatic.
what? I mean, I'm sorry. Even if, let's just put it this way, even if, like, let's say you just wanted money just to like go buy drugs or something.
Then people have a right to have a go at me for it.
No, they don't. They actually really fucking don't.
No, but you know what I mean?
They-
Like if I came on here and I was drug fucked and I was like abusing people
no,
and
no,
letting
no,
it
no,
rip
no.
on
You just want to
everybody,
hold on.
then by all means, pull me up on it.
No,
But
no,
I
no,
don't do
no.
drugs. I don't drink.
But here's the thing. Here's what I think, honestly. Like, this is the truth. Because let's just say, like, worst case scenario,
Mm,
someone you donate money to is not using the money in the format that they told you they were going to do their best with, right?
yeah,
The worst case scenario. Let's say they're going to choose and do drugs. To be honest, you're the idiot that gave them money.
mm,
So shut the fuck up and fucking sack up. 'Cause you don't
yeah,
owe, no one gives you, you don't get that money back. You're the one that sat there and gave the money. Now, that's not what's happening in any of these cases that I've seen so far. I mean, even like the NC stuff, and mind you, I am not a fan, period, over
mm,
there. I mean, I'm like, bleh. But I mean, she's also fascinating. It's an interesting space. Like, how could, like, really? It's fascinating to watch something like that grow, and where you're like, hmm. Now, at the same token, people that like actually are giving people money, and if I the individual being received these funds and I don't feel like I deserve it,
yeah,
but it's my choice to give it back or not. It's already been given to me. It's
yeah,
my choice. And ultimately, it's like if you lie to the person giving you the money, that's not really that's the problem of the person that gave it to you.
yeah,
And people attacking people on that front are jealous.
exactly.
They just want some fucking money. Because
Like I admit,
no,
there
no,
is
no common sense person would sit there, and no one with common sense would sit there and bitch about another person getting money when they're begging for it themselves.
exactly like there's one
No
person.
fucking way. Because and that's what it is. It's called hustling. It's a hustle. It's a
Now
fucking
I'll be
hustle.
honest with you
And
about
once you're
something,
a
and I'll be
fucking
honest with
go ahead.
everyone in chat about something. Now I don't believe I've ever said this before. Keep in mind, I don't remember every little thing I say. There's one person who does donate to me quite often,
Mm.
and I keep that money in my PayPal for at least a week to make sure that if they need the money back, it's there to send back. I don't touch any of it for about a week.
And I've never heard that the aspect of it. That is someone with like an actual concept of time and
Yeah, because I want to make sure that they're not going to struggle. they're not going to be like, oh, I shouldn't have donated that money to you. I really needed it to buy such and such. And I'm like, well, it's still sitting in my PayPal. I can send it back to you. And they're like, don't you dare. And I'm like, but you need the money more than I do at the moment.
I can't imagine.
And I do that. There's only one person I do that for because
No.
I know that they do struggle from time to time. So that's why I always keep that in there
Well,
just
and like
in
I know
case.
that, like our friend in general, or my friend, I'm not sure she's your friend, but like she's specifically, I've watched her give more money than she's been given from people.
Yeah.
And I mean, because if she has it available, she'll do it, or
Yeah.
whether it's out of like the kindness of her heart or just out of like karma. And that's what really pisses me off because this other person is sitting here speaking about things that actions that I can't even imagine this person doing. I can't even even though I guess things were going bad between the two of them, I talk to her a couple times a week just to check in, see how she's doing, kind of like, just a quick here and there's.
Yep.
And she's never once said a bad word. Never once. And see, unfortunately, in my stupid mind, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I thought this person was kind of cool. And and then I talked to other people briefly. Hey, and no, I've not heard anybody ever say that even after everything went down, that she's ever said a bad word about her.
Yeah.
And that right there, if you watch those live streams and the way she speaks of her and all of us or any of us, I mean, I would love to see if she says something about me. Because have you ever heard me say anything bad about anybody?
No. I've always heard you speak highly of everybody, even when you don't want to think that there's something hard to say.
No, even this person that's speaking these things there, I still think highly of her.
Yeah.
I absolutely do. I think she could do better.
Mm,
I mean, I hope that she could find the place in her space to like the heal this energy between all of them.
mm.
And I have no problem, but you don't mess with mothers the way that she did.
Exactly right.
And yes, my friend might have she might be a little harder than average young woman. Not young, she's not young. She's like, my sister's age, like younger. But you don't mess with people like that on that level, and then
No,
sit
you
there
don't.
and talk about your beautiful life and like your home and your pond and that you go fishing in. Like, dude, are you serious?
Yeah. That sort of stuff really upsets me when people do that.
That was so rude. Rude. And she's gonna go live here, if not now. She's probably live now. I don't really want to fucking know.
Oh, God, no.
She's probably gonna attack me. Is she live now?
I don't know.
You look. I don't want to look. I'm
I
scared.
don't want to look either because if I look, I've got to pop down and look.
I'm looking.
I'm through StreamYard at the moment, so I can't really look on YouTube. And I don't really care if she is because I don't want to be a part of that.
I know. I don't want to do it. You're a nice person. Meh. Oh no.
But no, I think that everybody on YouTube, what they need to do is that if you've got, like I said yesterday, if you've got a problem with someone, confront them about it privately. Don't start airing their dirty laundry and making them feel as though they're doing something wrong because it's wrong in your mind. Doesn't mean it's wrong what they believe they're doing something right, but you might think it's wrong. Then keep that opinion to yourself. Don't make everybody else feel as though that they have to give their 10 cents worth because it's not worth it. Every day you wake up is a clean slate. Start the new day fresh. Don't let the bad shit
Mm-hmm.
in. Because I've learned for a very, very long time, like if I let the haters win, you guys will never hear from me again.
Right.
And now I just used to use the hate they have for me as empowerment to be better for myself. Yeah. Is she?
I love you, girl. I don't know.
I love you too, honey.
Ah,
No, I just think that, freedom of speech comes at a cost if it's going to hurt somebody else. Just remember, how would you feel if they did it to you?
no, no, it's 7 hours.
Her live goes for 7 hours.
No, it's in 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I get nervous.
I'll be asleep in 7 hours.
Oh no, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna sleep in 30 minutes. I
Hey,
feel
sorry, what?
what?
What did you just say?
So I'll be asleep in 30 minutes. Like
I'll
I'm
be in a. Hopefully, my sleeper works tonight and I can
my
sleep
sleep
right
thing
through.
has been so messed up. Like I finally figured out like a balance. And then this whole thing with like not going on my vacation and the flight being canceled, it just sucked.
At least you're home and you're safe, though, home.
No one's gonna fucking die here. Like seriously, like nothing's gonna happen. Nothing is gonna happen.
Mm.
Except I'm gonna lose a lot of money.
Yeah. Can you get a refund or anything? Because it's a.
No, because the person that purchased the tickets, even though I already gave them the money for half of mine, for mine and my sister's, did not purchase the insurance.
Oh,
Hmm.
charming.
Hmm.
We'll get them to pay you back.
No, it's just money.
Money's
It's
a wonderful
just,
thing to have,
how
but
about this?
it's
It's just money that like we don't have.
yeah.
It's just money.
Oh, so that's how like. Oh.
Ugh, this is life.
All
I
right,
don't
honey. Well,
know, like the pursuit of happiness, right?
yeah. Well, that's it. Happiness is always there as long as you can see it. You don't have to actually see happiness
The
to be
little
happy.
miracles, the little miracles, the little miracles. Today
Hmm.
was a little miracle day. Like hanging out with you tonight is a little miracle.
Oh, I'm glad that you did come up here and keep
There's
me
like little
company. Thank
pieces
you.
of things that make you smile, make your heart sing, and you're one of those for
Yeah,
me.
that's it.
You know.
You know, I just see it as that life's full of crap at the best of times, but how you choose to trudge through that crap is up to you. Every single person is on their own journey. If you want to walk through shit, go for it. You want to walk through the fields and see the beautiful scenery, then that's even better.
And like my thing too, like Australian people, generally speaking, from my humble experience, are like the nicest motherfuckers on the planet, even if they're assholes. Like they're going to like it's like show face and like niceness. It's like built into your freaking DNA or something. I don't give a shit, but I'm gonna pretend like I do. Not you or anything, but just generally speaking, like the meanest of the meanest. They're still
Mm.
nice.
Oh, there's quite a few friendly Aussies here, I suppose.
That's my life though. That's my experience. So ultimately speaking, when I see somebody that's a very angry and sad person from your country, like I think, oh shit, or
Well,
me.
I get angry very easily,
No, angry is
but
one thing, but you're so kind.
I try my hardest to be.
You've always been kind. You've always been kind.
Thank you.
Underlining kindness, regardless of frustration, is one thing, but like just being nasty. I have never, even in like positions that were not the best, I've never really. It's amazing to see someone be so angry online and okay with it.
Yeah, I see. I
Australia,
keep my anger offline.
but is that weird though? Am I overstepping that? Like I don't
No,
see
you're not. No, when I see people getting, it doesn't matter if they're Australian, American,
Americans
Japanese,
do it all the
Chinese, or
time.
whatever.
Americans do it all the time, but Australians don't do it. It's not built in your culture. It's really different.
No, because I just see it as, like I said before, like if I'm angry, like if I'm like for tonight, I see it as that, I was going to go live at 7:30. I changed it to 6 o'clock because I was getting tired. And the long story short of things, though, is that there's no point expressing anger when you go live on anyone's platform, or least of all your own. There's Getting angry isn't going to solve anything. Like, I get pissed off sometimes, and people have probably heard it. But the thing is, though, I cool myself down because if I don't, I have an anxiety attack live on air. And I don't want people to hear that because when it happens, it's just like I sound like I'm on drugs and I'm not.
Oh, and that's
But the
what
point
worries me.
being, there's no point
That's a
getting
good point.
angry.
I worry about what you just said. Exactly. That my concern is that there's a problem here
Mm,
and it needs to be addressed by her friends because
yeah.
my worry honestly is that she's going to lose everybody. And I don't think people are going to take her seriously whatsoever after what she just did.
Yeah. Well, when you fit it, I'm not trying to tell you to hop off panel by all means, but when you do, can you message me who she did it to? Because I'm pretty sure I know who she did it to, but
Yeah,
I'm not 100%.
yeah, that's fine.
Thanks, hon.
I mean,
Just so then when you're talking about it with me, I've got an idea of who she's talking about, and then I could put a
no,
mind to the
I'm actually in
name.
the. I'm sadly worried about her. And then she came onto my panel last night, and then she brought up somebody else. You were there, I think.
Yeah, I was on panel with you, and
And I was
yeah,
like, that person, like, that's not a good idea for that person. A and
mm,
B, it's like so that I'm worried. I'm actually more than anything, I'm worried about her.
the one that was on panel with us yesterday.
No, not on panel with us, but
Oh,
like
in the
was on
chat,
the
yeah,
chat.
yeah, yeah. I think that she needs just to remember that,
Don't fuck with me and my
mm,
people. That's what she needs to remember first and foremost. Secondly, if she's sick and she needs help, I'm gonna be here
yeah.
for her if she needs help.
I'll be here for her if she ever reaches out again. Like TJ said yesterday, like I'll be there to help her. Doesn't mean
Absolutely.
I'm friends with her.
Well, no, I know, and I don't really want her around people that I care about.
Mm,
I think like there's a dangerous feeling with what she says and how she speaks. I don't
agreed.
think she has anything, and plus she's not very interesting. No, I mean that's just me being a dick, but the truth is that there's not much
No,
interest
it's
there.
true though. It's true.
Like there's, I mean, like what do you, what when you go to that kind of ostentatious level, like I am so, you know, she sounds like I am so, she sounds I'm such a big deal. Like I like have like
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
Shut up, dude. And then like I mean I can be this is me being a huge dick. I'm like, you know what, dude? You've told everybody you live on your parents' property.
Exactly.
Any woman living on their parents' property, I don't care if you're giving them money or whatever, but you also admitted that you don't have a job.
Yeah. Well, over
So
here, if you're on a pension of any kind, you don't have to look for work.
yeah, that's how it works anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm just saying, and
I
if
don't
you're
think she's
on
old enough for like a pension. Like she did something in this world that was actually substantial. Like there's no
oh
way.
no, it's like you get disability support pensions. So if
Mhm.
you've got a disability or something like that,
If
you get a
there's something
payment.
like that, that's not a pension. That for us, that's just called disability
Okay.
or something, or like free money is what I would say, that's the money that like my job pays for, which I have no
Yeah,
problem with. But don't be ostentatious about it when you live in your family's property because you're blessed.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
Like and then complain about a young woman who is fighting for survival mode and may not be making choices that you agree with and for whatever reason, but shut the fuck up.
exactly.
Not everyone is blessed. Not everyone is sitting there like that. Like I would never in a million years even judge her from my own standpoint. Like I would never even sit there and say a word about her because I know for a fact that that would be unkind of me to compare myself, A, and B, to ever try to make her feel lower than, how she probably already feels.
Yeah,
So that's not
I
fair.
don't have to, Kitty Woody.
No.
Sorry, Kitty Wood. No, Kitty Woody's just wrote, I know someone on disability, yet he has to work 20 hours a week. I don't have to do that.
No, I mean
If he,
there's all kinds of programs. I mean they're all
yeah,
over the place. And like and I think a program where you have to work is a lovely program. simply because it puts you into a
It gets you out of the
structure.
house. It keeps you
Yeah,
motivated and everything like that. Exactly. Like
but
I'm
if she
at the
has a
point,
word to
like,
say, just so you guys, if she has a word to ever say about me, I want you guys to fight for the fact that like I have no problem with her. I don't. If she says a word about me,
mm.
it'll. It's not a good idea.
I just think that if you're going to try and like say that your life is grand, but yet my life is shit.
Like, why would
And I
she
know,
do
no,
that?
I'm just, no, what I'm saying is if people want to do that, they want to say, my life is grand, but yours is shit. Rah, rah, rah. In my eyes, your life is shit. I personally see it as that the people who have the grand life by living with their
If
parents,
I
or
if
whatever.
someone is like lower than myself, I want to lift them up. That's what a
Exactly.
good person does. You
Exactly
lift
right.
them
Now,
as much as you can.
I've lived on my own now for coming up nearly 19 years.
There's been a lot
Okay. And
of
I'm
people that have helped
so,
me
huh?
over the years. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
lifted here and there, and
Yeah.
there's
I've lived where I am now for I think it's 19 years. Thing is, though, is the fact that I never once thought I was superior than
no
this person or that person. I see it as that I have the property I have now because of domestic violence.
right.
Not ashamed to say
And
that.
you shared those with me, and your story is things happen to all of
Mm,
us,
exactly.
and everybody, regardless of where you came from or where you, even the friend that's doing this to another friend, is still in survival mode.
Yeah.
But like what you just said, you don't sit there and like some of my friends will get jealous of me when I say certain things,
Yeah.
when they hear things about me or like whatever's happening, and and then I get some, oh my wow, I'm like, yeah. But when they really think about it, am I that person that makes them feel bad about stuff? I don't.
You're definitely not the bad person.
No, I don't. That's not. Yes, I am blessed, and I've worked hard to get certain places that I'm at, and some of it is just like fucking war in its own space. But like some of it is also just like, you know what? I will step into my gratitude space. And that's what I want her to see is step into gratitude. And I want
Mm,
her to apologize to my friends.
yeah.
I want her to apologize for her disgusting and reprehensible behavior, because ultimately, like, she's not going to win in the area she's going, like the what she's aiming for. She's
Well, the
not.
higher I see as the higher she flies to shit on the people who have been her friend, the higher hang on, what was it? The higher you fly to shit on the people that have supported you and helped you, the further you've got to fall.
Well,
And
she's
I'm sorry if that makes me sound horrible,
some
but
really big people that she doesn't even realize yet. Like she's lost some really big people, and it's going to be a sad fall, unfortunately.
yeah, it is
Poor
because she's going to realize when, like, I see it as that if you want to treat people like crap,
I mean, I called
don't
one.
expect them to
I called
always
it
be
very short
forgiving.
because he made fun of an autism child, and
Yeah,
like
see, I have an
got mad
autistic
at me about
nephew.
that, and I really didn't do anything wrong. I just called him short.
I have an autistic nephew that I personally do not see anymore, and I miss him every fucking day. But and I've got friends who have autistic children, and I'm sorry, but when you cross that line and bring that up, that
Mm-mm.
was what is going to make my blood boil. But
Yep.
I'm not going to make it boil live on my channel. I'm not going to talk about it on other people's. If I'm on a panel and people start talking about it, then I'll drop off the panel because I don't want to insert myself
The
into
panel
that.
I even spoke up on, I don't even like them. But
Pardon?
I was like kind of like sitting in my room one night, kind of like silly, and I wasn't even
Mm,
like, and I don't even like this couple that do this stuff. And that's what it brought my attention to. And they were talking about how this child was kind of like not nothing physical or anything happened to them, but like just the fact that that was brought into the equation.
yeah.
So then to me, I'm looking at it, I'm like, dude, I don't care about any previous transgressions of any autism mother, and that's just me, and that's just how I roll. I don't care who you are, what you've done, how angry you've been. Because believe me, I see you. You have every right to be an asshole on so many levels, or you have every right to be a victim, or whatever it is that's happening. I don't even know. But like, I don't care. But if someone goes after your child, period,
Hmm.
game on.
Exactly. Like your child, I'm not saying it to sound disrespectful when I say this. I don't, and I do care, but I don't mean it to say like I don't care. I don't care if your child has autism. I don't care if your child has ADHD. I don't care if your child doesn't have any of those disabilities. I don't care. If a child, in my opinion, if a child is brought up in any circumstances of any kind and
Absolutely.
is disrespected, and the mum or the dad or both parents are trying their hardest to raise that child the best they can, here's an idea: shut the fuck up and
Well, and
actually,
then especially if
just
you don't
leave it
have
alone.
the nephews or children. Like, I mean, like this person doesn't even have. I mean, it's one thing if
Hey, sorry.
I hear. I've seen fights between different autism families, and like I've seen different like weird, silly stuff here over the years, and like that's one thing. But it's another thing if you don't even have a child. Like you don't even have
Mm,
a place like judge. You don't know what you don't. You have no. You're people will not understand how hard it is to raise someone who, for all intents and purposes looks totally normal and then is having all of these like behavioral issues or
yeah, exactly. Regardless of
the
what any
healing
child,
process behind it is ridiculously hard. Excuse me, go ahead.
oh, hey, Aussie True Crime, and hello to holler at a player, though. Okay.
Mhm.
Haven't seen you. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but Haiti, howdy. But no, I just think personally that if you're going to go and like as an adult, which last time I checked is what I am, if I'm going to attack an adult for something they've done,
Right.
it's going to be about them and them only. It's not going to be like, oh, hey, Margie, you're eating all that candy. Well, what about Jet? You know what I mean? Like, it's like leave him out of it. It's got you've taken candy away from your child. How fucking dare you? And then you hop down on panel. What a mother, eh? She's eating candy while her kid has to go without because she'll eat them all before he even wakes up in the morning.
Yep.
How it's got nothing to do with Jet. My
I mean,
problem
like,
is with
you're
you.
like, what? And people
No,
that
but
do
you
that,
know what I mean, though.
yeah, totally. I mean,
Like, why bring a child into a situation you
ever
have with the parent or parents?
because they ran out of options. Humbly.
And they know that by bringing up the children, it's going to hit them where it hurts.
Well, you know what?
And that's what sucks is that people
I
think
will
like the
always
only time I'll bring
champion.
up
I don't care
anything.
who it is. I will champion for that mother. I don't care what shit they've done.
Hmm.
And here's the funny part: the person that I'm championing for right now, on some level, I can't figure out what they did wrong. I truly can't. Like, there's nothing out there. There's nothing like I can't
Can you
figure it
just tell me this much? I know you can tell me not here, not now, and it's fine.
out.
Is it another Aussie mum she's attacking?
Mm-mm.
Pardon?
No,
Oh, okay, then it's not who I thought it was. But
no, that one. Yeah, there's another one. This is the T. Yeah, there's that one too. Um,
oh yeah, then yeah, I know the one she's attacking if it starts with
there's
T,
that
but I
one,
don't.
but I'm not championing for them because they came after me kind of because I didn't respond to them at some point. But
Oh, okay.
I have no problem with them. I want to help them. I
I
mean,
just don't see why people have to be such ass lickers.
thank
And that's
you.
putting it as nicely as I can. I'm
That's the
sorry,
best way to
but
put it. Why would you lick ass? Come on.
exactly. Why would you go
Like,
and
who cares?
attack
I mean,
a
like,
mother?
is that really? Is that? I mean, like, what are you going to get out of that?
Do you think it's going to make, okay, put it this way, okay? Like every single person I know on here has a
Mm-hmm.
child. Every person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have children. Thanks. fuck? Sorry, but that's just my personal
Well,
personal
you
preference.
also you also like have a whole story behind that too. You shared.
Exactly. I have a very good reason why I don't have children, apart from the haven't found a good looking enough guy to outweigh my looks to give it to the
Oh my God,
kids.
shut the fuck up, Tammy.
No,
Don't
I'm
you
just
talk
saying.
about my friend like
Oh,
that.
come on. I don't want to see a boy walking
Don't
around
you
with this
talk about my
face.
friend like that. Stop it.
My point being, though, is the fact that I'm not then going
Don't
to
you
tell
be
you
negative about my
how
friend. I
to
hear you.
raise Jet. I'm not going to go and tell Aussie True Crime how to raise her children. I'm not going to go tell Kitty Witty how to raise hers. I'm not going to tell whoever else is in here who has kids. I'm not sure who else is in here at the moment. I'm not going to go tell people how to raise their children, how to raise their grandchildren, how to do anything. Because why? A, I don't have children, and B, it's not my place. I
Well,
said to a friend once when she goes, "Oh, all my daughter wants to do when we go to McDonald's is just drink her Happy Meal and then she won't eat her food." And I'm like, well, maybe put the drink to one side. And
right.
that way, if she doesn't see the drink, then she'll probably eat something. But instead of giving her soft drink, give her water when she does that. She went absolutely bunter at me and said, "You wouldn't know shit. You're not a fucking mother." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, if you find
Yeah,
that,
people are weird like that. Like there is people are just like I said, everybody is in survival mode.
yeah,
One shape, way, or form. Like that 100% is a survival mode response, and
exactly.
it
But
has nothing to do with like what you said, even though it
oh,
could
no,
be
no. She had
absolutely
the
correct.
implant on in her arm and she went psycho with it.
Her there's that, and then like I
So
mean
her hormones were all over
that's
the
a whole
place.
I can talk about that shit all day, but
Oh,
like
I've got my
ultimately
implant
people
on
go
still and it's
crazy
due to come
on.
out soon.
I mean, it's tough, but I gotta go to bed. It's late. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning almost.
Shit.
I did. Okay, guys, I took a nap like at 7.
You must have intuitively known I was going to go live.
No, I was really like depressed. I was just like super like sad about not making my concert and stuff, and like it just sucked. And then like I got really sad because I really wanted to hang out with my little sister.
Where
And
is your little sister now?
she's in Phoenix,
Hmm.
and so like far away.
Yeah, I was
We're
going to
supposed
say
to meet
that's
at
a fair
Vegas
distance.
last night and meet at the Adele concert, and then
You'll see
everything.
each other again before you know it.
No, she's coming in like a couple weeks and stuff, but like
Well, when she gets there, just grab her when she's about to leave, grab her by the legs and go, no.
no, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick her up, and I'm just gonna like kidnap her. I'm gonna go like, "You're mine." I'm not gonna let mom and dad know you're here. You're mine. I'm gonna like go put you in like the cabinet. You're gonna have fun. Kidding.
I can just see it now. She walks in the door,
Right, you're
stands there for a few seconds, and then suddenly you whoop her up and float her over your shoulder. She's
no.
mean, mean. Oh, do the the animal out of fucking Finding Nemo.
It's
Mine,
just,
mine,
I mean,
mine,
oh
mine,
my gosh,
mine,
it was
mine.
so like it's like I love her so much though. Like I just like she was just texting me. She's like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" I was like, "I don't want to talk to you anymore because it makes me sad."
Don't say any more because you think that you don't want to talk to her at all.
Well, I mean, she can work through that. Like that's like years of progress.
All right, honey. I am actually going to wrap this live up.
I'm messing with you. Of course, I want like. Anyways,
No, it's all good. I'm getting a bit tired and I've got to go have a shower and wash my hair and all that crap.
love you, girl. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Love you heaps.
Bye.
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 Bye. That was Jet's mum, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm going to talk for a little bit longer and then I am going to end the live. Oh, yeah, that was a long talk. That's the longest I've ever spoken to her, even when I ring her offline. But no, but like I said, it all comes down to that. If you're having a problem with someone, don't bring their kids into it. You know what I mean? Like that's just below the belt, and that's just wrong. But oh, by the way, Aussie True Crime discussed a very interesting case today that happened in Australia by Rosie Batty, I think it was. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And so if you get a chance to, guys, tune into Aussie True Crimes channel anytime she's live. She does mainly Aussie crime, and she is absolutely incredible with what she does. So please tune into, if anyone can post the link to her channel, please do so. If you are a mod in here, you can just click on her name and then press go to channel and then hit subscribe, because she is amazing at what she does. So, but like I was saying, like, I know personally what it's like to be bullied as a child. I know what it's like that. No disrespect to my parents. My dad's passed on, so he won't hear it. But no disrespect to my mum if she happens to listen to this. My mum and dad didn't raise us the best as kids. You know what I mean? So, my point being, though, is that anything that my mum and dad or my older siblings did, it reflected on. Thank you, Aussie True Crime. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. That quote actually makes me cry. So, I was a bit emotional in your live today. Yeah. But what I was saying is that if you have a, like, that's just what happens. My sister, older sister, who I don't speak to anymore, she fell pregnant at 16, and the watch was on me in case I fell pregnant at 16. That didn't happen. Then my older brother became a drug addict, and I was looked at as though, you're very welcome, sweetheart. So please, someone post in Aussie True Crime's channel in here, please. Because Aussie True Crime is one of the people on here that is awesome at what she does. She does amazing content. She puts up a lot of pictures. Her channel's just amazing. So if anyone in here outside of Aussie True Crime who can post the link to her channel, if you want to post it yourself, Aussie, you're welcome to post your candle page as well as your actual YouTube channel. So feel free to post both if you want to. But like I was saying, it comes down to that when a child is being bullied for no fault of their own, it needs to stop. If you're doing your, hang on, yes, we are. Am I allowed to mention what you're helping me with with that particular live, Aussie? Because I didn't want to mention it earlier in case you didn't want people knowing. Shit. Shit. Sorry. Am I allowed to mention it? Mm. Thank you, Aussie Trigger. Okay. Am I allowed to mention how you're helping me with a particular case? Aussie? Is that okay? Let me know, please. I just want to make sure you're okay that I'm. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, with as I mentioned earlier, in a couple of weeks, I'm hoping to get down to Glenelg and do some footage of the Beaumont children, like where they lived, how long it took to get to the bus stop, and all that kind of hoo-ha crap. Now, it's going to be edited, I can't, whatever the word, it's going to be edited. I can't pronounce the fucking word. Aussie True Crime is going to edit for me. We'll just leave it at that. And she is going to help me make it look really snazzy. So, as I said, it's going to be a pre-recorded live. I'm going to be sending the videos that I do to Aussie True Crime, and Aussie True Crime is going to edit for me. Edit it for me. Fuck. I should put my teeth in, hey. But yeah, she's going to edit it for me so it looks really good. And then when it's time to post it, it shall be posted, and it will be with. Hopefully, I can set it up so I can repost it through StreamYard, and then play the live as I'm in chat, looking at what people think. I'm not putting a time frame on it because I know that Aussie True Crime is busy with her new grandchild, which is, again, congratulations. And I want her to be able to enjoy every moment she can with her grandchild. I forgot if it's a boy or girl. I'm so sorry. So I want to make sure that I'm not interfering with that. So that's why I'm delaying it for a little while. But it will be done, and I can't fucking wait. And yes, it's going to go to. And Aussie True Crime is one of the very few people who has been with me since day one, guys. So I trust her to do my editing for me. She's a legend. But like I said, guys, she's posted the link to her YouTube channel. Please, if you're not a member, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And once a month, I think I heard this right. I'm hoping, if I'm wrong, Aussie, please correct me. If you become a member of her channel, you are entered into a competition that throughout the month, if you join, your name gets entered into a wheel. It spins. If your name gets drawn, you win a prize. So please, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, watch some of her videos. She's done stuff on Ivan Milat. She's done stuff on, like I said, the Rosie and the Luke Batty case. It is, that case in particular is very fucking sad. I couldn't stop crying when she was talking about it. The boy. Okay, it's a boy. She has a grandson and she has a beautiful, beautiful granddaughter. So I want you to be able to spend as much time with them as you can without feeling as though that you're under the pressure to do this for me. So take your time, and I'll let you know when I'm going to Glenelg, and I will send you the videos. I just don't want to every month. Okay, so if you become a member, subscribers unfortunately miss out because she has over 1,000 of them. But if you become a member of Aussie True Crime's channel, not a subscriber, guys, subscribe as well, yes. But if you become a member, your name will be entered into a raffle that she will draw once a month. And I'm not sure, I think she'll be doing this for the next few months. If your name gets drawn, then you win a prize. Then you just have to contact Aussie True Crime with your name, your address, your state, all that kind of stuff, and she will send you your prize. So please make sure you subscribe and also become a member if you want a chance to win a cool prize by Aussie True Crime. And this was not a paid endorsement, just so you all know. I was not paid to do this. I do this because I care, and I'm awesome. All right, guys. I am going to wrap this up because like I said before, I want to have a shower. I need to wash my hair. My hair is as greasy as a fry pan after a lunch rush in a cafeteria. Maybe not that oily, but it's getting close to it. But anyway, take care, everybody. Like I said, don't forget, subscribe and become a member of Aussie True Crime. And if you can, say I sent you. She'll love it. I'm joking. She'll fucking hate it. But no, please feel free to just say I sent you. It's all good. If she hates it, she'll let me know. But okay, guys, you all take care of yourself. Rest up and be happy. She's going to work out something for the subs. But what about the mods? I'm only saying that because I'm a mod on her channel. I'm kidding, though. All right, guys, you all take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful night. Enjoy your week. Thank you, everyone who came in and joined in the chat. Thank you for everyone who was listening to me and Margie yabber on. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just want you all to know that you all mean so, so much to me. If you want to donate to my PayPal, please feel free. Just know that all the donations I make within the next couple of months or so, or the next couple of weeks, depending on when I get time, it will be putting it towards me getting to Glenelg, even though it's not that far, but it's far enough. It will help me get to Glenelg and go from A to B to C to D to D, do what I need to do. And also, I know it sounds probably stupid to want to do this, but I want to buy try and get some walkie-talkies. So that way, when I'm at one part of Glenelg, my mum and my brother can be in a different part of Glenelg, so to speak. And then what can happen is the fact that when I'm, say, going from Collie Reserve to Harry Phipps's house, we can communicate that way. So that way you can hear my voice and stuff like that as I'm walking over to Harry Phibbs and go, "How look how open this is. I don't know how open this was back in 1966, but you look here how open it is." And then I could be in communication with Andy while I'm doing that. So if you guys can help me raise some funds to get some walkie talkies, that would be. I don't want the cheap, shitty ones either. I want ones that actually work. So if you guys can help me with that, that would be incredible. I might go look on Amazon to see if there's any on there I can add. But if not, please feel free to donate money so I can go buy a decent set of walkie talkies. All right, guys. Just know that the walkie talkies are going to come in handy for when I do research on other cases, and I'm in one part, and my brother, who most probably will be with me a lot of the time, I could be in communication with him while we're walking around in different areas and stuff. And I could be recording on my phone, he could be recording on his phone, and we could be in communication with each other that way. And yeah, so if you guys can help me out with that, I would really, really, really appreciate that. Thanks, Ozzy. That's really sweet. Yes, hit the like button, recommend me to all your friends, and just tell them that my channel name isn't True Crime Discussions with Tammy. It's True Crime and Discussions with Tammy. I've got to figure out a way to edit it, but I don't know how yet. So either way. All right, guys, all take care of yourself and know that you're all important to me. You're all unique and you're all special. You're all amazing. You're all great. And like I said, don't let anyone, and I mean anyone, make you feel bad about yourself. And don't let yourself make yourself feel bad. All right, take it from me. I know what it's like to feel like shit. I know what it's like to feel like no one gives a shit either. But like I said, I'm not doing a GoFundMe for the walkie talkies. I'm just going to go look on Amazon now to see if I can find a decent set. And then I'll add that to my Amazon wish list. And here's hoping. All right, guys, all take care. Have a good night. Love you all. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bye bye.